we went down there to the beach to take these photos, and about 2 seconds later, the park ranger says, "Ain't happening." Hey everyone, this is Chuck Jackson, WWE and wrestling photographer. You guys are watching Chronicles of Podcasts with Tom and Jamie.
Hello world, Wednesday 13 here.
Hey, this is Tom Stay.
Hello everybody, I'm Ronnie LeDrew.
Yes, my friends, my name's John Mahon.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, nays and M's, this week we bring you a very special guest, unlike anyone we've had on the show before. This week we're diving into the world of photography. Our guest this week doesn't just take photos, he captures souls in a totally legal and artistic way. Of course, he's shot celebrities, wrestlers, fitness icons, and more. Put your hands together for Mr. Chuck Acious himself as we bring you the Chronicles of Chuck Jackson.
Oh, you guys are too sweet. Sweet. What an intro and introduction. I love that. That was great.
Well, thank you.
He works hard, bless him. He works hard.
That's the best intro I've ever had. I'm going to keep that.
Chuck, before we dive in and get into the real juicy and cruxy part of all this, how's your Thursday been?
Man, it's been good. It's like every day. It's been productive. Emails, editing, nothing too crazy. I kind of set everything aside for you guys. So I've been building to this podcast.
Bless your heart.
That's what everyone. Leave me alone. I got an important podcast to do. Cancel it, reschedule.
Hold all my calls. Hold all my calls.
My calls. Yeah, the phone is down. It's turned off. You guys have all my attention.
Oh,
yeah,
we
love it.
So, how we like to start these things is take them right back to the youth, childhood, young Master Jackson, you could say. What did you want to be when you were growing up? Has it always been artistic for you, or was it something completely different, like train driver? I don't know.
I always tell people I'm one of the lucky ones that I knew what I wanted to do. I believe it was like from the age of 4. Like it was art on some level, and it's kind of graduated into like a certain type of medium as I got older. But dude, when I was younger, I was in the prime, like Power Rangers, Spider-Man animated series, X-Men, Batman anime series. So like that stuff was the coolest thing for me. So I started drawing, and it just, that became my thing. I was going to become a comic book artist, and I was going to, do this and work on movies. And that grew into, stuff we'll talk about later. But initially it was like, that's all I wanted. I've always thought animation and art and eventually like movies were like the coolest thing in the world. And I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And that's kind of been like my life devotion, is just like going in that direction and seeing what works for me and what doors open. But yeah, that was the start of it all. I've always wanted to be an artist since I was a kid. And I'm lucky. I know people don't, they never figure it out, or, they find out, they figure out what they want to do later. But that's what I've always wanted to do.
When you were at school and stuff, though, was that like the direction you always tried to take it in? Or I don't know, was it just while you were at school, you just had to do the subjects because you just have to do them?
No. It's in America, it's one of those things where the school is very general, but you get to have like these electives, like these classes that you get to pick, and it's like only like one per year. And I always did art, like that was mine. So anytime I had the opportunity to do it, I did it. And when I wasn't in school, I was drawing. Like I have books and books and books of drawing. So that's it. Yeah, that was like a choice I made, that it's like, whenever I get an opportunity to do art, I'm going to do it. If the school doesn't have a class for it, I'll do it at home. So yeah, it wasn't like, school that kind of pushed me into it. I did it myself. And, from there, I just took whatever class I could get.
What were your parents like with art? Because obviously art's a funny thing, isn't it? Some people are like, follow your creative direction, and other ones are like, he does that in his pastime, go be a lawyer. And
it's like, mine's a weird dynamic. Parents love me, but they're the kind of like just don't be a bum. Like,
Yeah.
whatever you do, make sure your bills are paid. If you're happy with it, cool. Just like don't be in the streets, don't be homeless, don't. And that's kind of how it's always been. It's like my mom, she's like a hard worker, she's like, just kind of work hard and be a good person. Cool. Whatever you do, cool. She's not really big into the arts, there's as long as her son's doing well, I guess. And then my dad, he was in the Navy and he did photography for a while. So he kind of appreciates it a little bit more because he kind of did it a little bit. Not the art, drawing like when I was younger. It was kind of like, oh, that's cool, you're doing great. But when I got into photography, that's when we kind of connected a little bit more. And he's kind of like what got me started into it. But initially, yeah, it was like, yeah, I didn't have to deal with, your parents being like, oh, have you thought about trying, like you said, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever. It was kind of like, yeah, you're not too bad. Maybe you can make something out of it. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like a weird guy where I'm always kind of like, I'm going to prove people wrong. And maybe I felt like I had to prove my parents wrong. I don't know, or prove them right. I don't know. I'm not going to be that. I'm not Papa Roach. I'm not one of those angsty, emo goth kids. Like Broken Home wasn't about me, but I always tell people it was. And, I relate to it on an emotional level, I guess. I don't know. I came from a good home, but whatever. Typical, like, teenage art kid, I guess. I got to find a problem somewhere.
I love that. So obviously he's mentioned your dad was a photographer. How did that come into line with yourself then?
So I, as a elementary school, or I don't know what you guys, it's, before I was like 12 years old, it was just drawing. And then kind of like the development of, I guess based on my age, I kind of caught the wave of like the internet kind of becoming a thing. And then graphic design kind of exploded. And I was like, I kind of like this. It's kind of like I'm doing digital art. And then, I started, as I got older, I saw like marketing and branding and commercials and stuff in magazines. And I was like, that looks really cool. Like, it's not just a drawing or a photo. It's the wording and it's the format and composition. And I got into that in like middle school, graphic design. And that went really well for me. And as I got into high school, I was big into journalism. They brought me on. They asked me if I would join that as the graphic designer, the head of that. And as I started that, man, there was photographers in that group. And I was like, maybe I should give this a shot. Graphic design was cool, but the photographers were able to go out, and I started seeing these, kids, do photo shoots. And I was like, I could do that. Same thing. I was like, it just all kind of grows on top of each other. It's like, what's the next format and medium that I could jump into? There was a chick in that class that I did not get along with that was a photographer that I didn't think should have been a photographer, but I was stuck at graphic design. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get into graphic design to get her out of here. Not literally, I wasn't going to kick her out of the class, but I was like, everybody was loving her photos. It was the typical, like a black rose on like the ground, typical early 2000s emo cover. And everybody thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And that rubbed me the wrong way. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get into photography because I might be able to do something better. And that's how I don't know. That's how it all started. I journalism got me into photography, and then I started doing photo shoots with, classmates and senior photos, and it just went from there.
Was there like a certain photo that you took that made you go, do you know what? I think I've got something here.
Yeah, it like I don't know why that's like a thing I've thought about myself, and I've never been able to answer it. The direction of photography I went in. Some people are like, I love landscapes and I just want to shoot landscapes. I want to shoot animals. For some reason, I gravitated towards like portrait photography. I don't know if it's like like what we're doing here, the conversation with people and having that relationship and networking and discussing things, and you're kind of capturing moments. It was kind of like I want to go take some test shots with some of my friends, and there's not one photo. I would have to go back, but it was kind of like I like this. I like the final product. I like being able to pass it along to the model or the client, and they love it, and it makes them look good and they feel good, and it if it needed to be on a magazine and the companies like it, there was a lot of gratification for that. On a human level, it might be all of that, and that's what kind of worked for me. It wasn't just I took a picture of like a sunset and it kind of just sits in a doctor's office and people just walk by and they're like, oh, that's cool. It's something about, this is me, as a model, and I'm showing the world, I feel good, I look good. It could be inspirational, it could be, a little bit more transparent. There's something about it, but yeah, it was some of those test shoots that I did initially with some of my classmates where I was like, this kind of looks cool. Like, this looks like if I did it a certain way, it could be like something in the magazine that I fell in love with. There was, I always kind of pulled from magazines at the time that magazines were like the way to see things. And I, followed, like, I'm a big Christian Bale fan, Batman fan. I have a Batman thing over there. And I would see like photos, promo photos. I was like, dude, he looks so cool. Like there's shadows behind him. There's a Batman silhouette. Brad Pitt was really big and he's doing stuff for, Troy, and he has this cool, like, photo shoot. And I was like, I really like that. And it kind of just grew from there that I wanted to start replicating those things and having models and setting people, up to pose certain ways and get those reactions. That's what really kind of like, let's go forward with this.
That's amazing. Can you remember the first, like, your first proper camera, like, I'm going to go out in the world and do this?
Yeah, man. Do you remember when you didn't have bills and you're just like living with your parents and life was good?
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. Man, I remember my first job, real job, I was a photo editor at a photo studio, and I took 2 full paychecks or a full paycheck, I don't remember. And I bought like my first like official camera. My dad kind of passed me along some like Sony digital ones. But those were like point and shoots. Like my first real camera that I could take. It was a Nikon D70. That was the camera that I could afford. That it was awesome. My dad had Nikon growing up, so I had some pass some like lenses that were kind of passed down to me. So I was like, I'll go with, and me being a contrarian, I didn't go Canon because the journalism class used Canon, and I wanted to be different. I was punk rock, and I wanted a Nikon. I was different, man. I didn't want to be like you guys. I'm not a sheep. I don't need to go Canon. So I went Nikon, and that's where that. I was a D70. I loved it. I shot with Nikon for forever. Yeah, they're great.
That's all. How often do you need to upgrade these sort of things?
One thing about cameras, man, is they hold up for a while. A lot of people professionals talk about, you can't buy a bad camera now. Like we're at the point now where you could buy a 10-year-old used Sony, Canon, Nikon. It's going to take amazing photos. You can't go wrong nowadays. And that's one thing, like growing up, I was like, dude, lenses are $1,200, $800. Camera bodies are $2,000, $3,000. But if you do it professionally, you can use that camera for 5-10 years. Like they last forever. The photos are always like 2010, 2008. That's kind of like when you take a photo and it looked crystal clear. And you can't go any more crystal clear than crystal clear. If it's razor sharp, it's razor sharp. And there's little tweaks that, photography nerds can, get into, but they last forever, man. I have cameras that are 10 years old that if I took a photo, nobody would know the difference. So that's why I tell people if they're getting into photography, you do not have to buy like a brand new 2, 3, 4,000. You go get a used one. It's going to be great. Buy some lenses, and do that. You don't need it to get all that new. They last forever.
I ask that because not being someone that knows anything about photography other than point and click, like you
Yeah.
see some photographers that got like this thing here with a giant lens and they got another one around their neck and then they're pulling their phone out to do other bits. I'm like, don't they all do the same thing? I don't know.
Me and you're in the same boat, man. I'm not a photography snob. If you can get a camera that does everything, go for it. If you wanted to be like, oh, I got a camera for this, and I got a camera for that, and I got it, and whatever, as long as the photos are good, like that was one of my things. I would like will photos to be good. If I need to sharpen them or do this thing, I'll make them work. And but there is cases. I don't want to rag on like wedding photographers, but they're the ones that have like 15 cameras, and I'm like, I get it, but that's not my thing. I have like my one main camera for photo shoots. I have a backup one because if I go to photo shoot and it dies on me and I have like, a WWE wrestler in front of me and I can't do anything about it, I'm gonna look like such an idiot. And I'm gonna ruin my reputation with them. So I always have a backup one that I'll use like secondary, and then I do some video work. So I have kind of my cameras, and but if you're a pro sports photographer, yeah, you need those giant lenses and whatever. But sometimes it's overkill. Some people are a little overkill with some of their stuff. They get too wrapped up in the equipment. It's like, I don't know. Do you guys play music at all?
Used to years ago, but not anymore.
But it's the same thing. If you start off and you have, I've never played guitar before, but I'm gonna buy like a $2,000, Fender, Gibson. Someone who's talented could go get a used one from the store for a few $100 and just shred.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. If you buy, a $4,000 camera and you don't really know how to take photos, there's a lot of people I've seen that their photos look like it's off a cell phone. They're very flat. There's not a lot of depth, and but it's a $4,000 setup, but it looks like a cell phone. And that's kind of going back. You can go cheaper, find what works for you, find the right lenses, find what setup works for you. If you're doing portrait and you need to have it like really like cinematic, get that kind of equipment. If you're doing commercial work and it just needs to be really flat and sharp and just it needs to be tight just for like a website or business cards, then go that route. But sometimes I feel like people get a little too wrapped up in the equipment. I've met people that kind of give me a rundown of all their stuff, and it's just like, come on, like, yeah, it's not needed, man. It's not needed.
Yeah.
If it makes you happy, whatever. If it makes you happy, whatever. No, it's not.
I feel that wedding photographers, though, I suppose they probably panic and think this is their special day. I want to make sure that nothing dies and I have everything with me. I'll take the lot.
Yes, I get it. I don't want to refund Bridezilla. Like if you miss one shot out of an 8-hour day with 10,000 photos, if you miss one shot, they want a refund for the whole thing. That's why I don't do wedding stuff, because I don't want to deal with it. But I also don't have the personality to do wedding stuff. I'm a little tough on my shoots, and then I'm very like not a drill sergeant. I'm not like rude, but like it's let's this is not looking good. Cut. Like if it's not looking good, we're gonna scrap it. If you're not looking good and your hair's messy, we're gonna scrap it and go to the next one. With wedding photographers, they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here on this special day with these two souls. And I made this very public before. So this isn't like, I'm just not that kind of, soft-handed when it comes to the wedding stuff. It's you kind of get the gist of my personality. It works better for kind of more commercial editorial stuff where it's like, we're here to do business. We're here to make it happen. Let's get down and dirty. Let's kill it.
I love that. I suppose also WWE love it so much because you just like straight to the point, no fucking around. Let's just do it. Let's get on with it.
That's probably why I've been able to relatively be, at the point, successful at what I do in that industry, because we all share the same motivation and direction when it comes to that. They've kind of actually, I've been like that before, where if things aren't working and I'm like, let's kind of, but once I started working with the WWE and wrestlers in general, they're the ones that they're like, I don't want to waste my time. And it's probably part because of how they have to do their job in the ring. If things aren't working, scrap it. We're going to switch the spot. We're going to, call it early. Something's not working. We'll call it. So they do bring that into their photo shoots, and it's kind of influenced me on how I do things. Like I just did I also do some producing. I do a podcast with two wrestlers, and we did it remotely. And they brought this giant step and repeat backdrop for their interviews. They paid extra to get it flown there, rushed, all this money. We set it up, and it looks like trash. It looks like a bunch of trash bags. It's shiny vinyl, and you saw the creases on the lighting. All you saw was squares of creases. They spent all this money to get it there, and it didn't look good. And I was like, we're going to scrap it. Like, scrap it. Sorry you spent all that money. And they agree. They appreciate it. They're like, it looks like junk. It's going to make us look worse. It's going to make us look cheap. Toss it. Dump it. So that's kind of where they're at. Like, if it needs to be done, we have a certain amount of time. Let's go for it. Let's not kind of goof off. If it doesn't look good, let me know, because it has to look good when it goes live. And that's where, a lot of this kind of like how I go about my shoots. That's where it really comes through, is from, being around them.
That's amazing. I mean, do you have like any sort of like signature techniques, as it were, or do you just do whatever feels natural to you?
Before, I used to shoot, what was like my calling card was, I was really good with natural lighting. In Florida, it's the Sunshine State, so we have really nice sunsets. So I would do a lot with natural lighting. One of my signature looks before was having the light leak come through, like from behind someone. You would have like this nice, glow. They're backlit. It was really very 35 millimeter looking, which worked well. It was like a signature look of mine, because a lot of people would use like big flashes, and it looked, it was safe. It was like nice and sharp, and mine had like a little bit of grit, a little bit of film, 35 millimeter look to it, which people really liked. But that kind of ran its course the further I got with the industry, to where now it became that artsy stuff can't be put on a magazine cover. Like it's too artsy. It might be good as like a secondary shot, but it can't be the main shot. It can't be the album cover. It can't be the magazine cover. So I had to fail, because I submitted some photos for a magazine once, and they're like, we can't use them. Like, we love them, but we can't use them. They're too artsy. They won't work. Like, look at our front covers. They look like magazine covers. So that kind of recalibrated what I needed to do to move forward and be successful. And now it's, in a simplified sense, it's still using natural light, but we're doing it in a more professional, like what you see on like a fitness or a magazine cover. It's soft, natural light, but instead of it coming from, behind with like a light glow, now it's going to be more on them. And it has that more magazine cover. If you look at like my Instagram, it's kind of like, you get it.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier you've worked with some of like the biggest names in wrestling, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, all these different names. How did you get your name out there to work with these people in the first place?
So for the longest time, I was just kind of just doing freelance work with certain model agencies, local bands, and things were fine, but it was kind of stagnant. And it hit me one day. I was just thinking, I might have saw like a YouTube video or a movie, and it's about how in America, like if you want to work with actors and be in movies, you move to LA, you move to Hollywood. And where I'm at, I'm right outside Orlando, but in Orlando, that is the hub where all the wrestlers live.
Yeah.
And it just clicked to me. I was like, I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I'm a photographer. All the wrestlers are here. Why not, work with them? Like, it's right there. It would be the same as a new director trying to, create a movie and they need actors. Well, go to LA and pull some. So it was the same concept. And just through, networking, portfolio submissions, my first shoot was with Chelsea Green, and it kind of went from there. I showed her my stuff, and I was like, hey, love your work. I'm right down the road. I usually shoot modeling, but, big fan of your work, big wrestling fan. And after that, it kind of went from there. Someone saw something and saw something and saw something, and just grew and grew and grew. And it's just, everyone's down here, it's social media, networking, all that kind of one thing leads to another. And it's just, I'm in the hub of where everyone's at. And I do a craft, a skill or whatever that people enjoy. And it kind of went from there. It's just being around everybody.
I suppose social media helps things like that, because they're uploading the photo, and then on Instagram, especially, they'll put the little emoticon of a photo of a camera, and then put your at, and then I guess people are like, "Hey, I want some photos like that. Who's this guy?"
Honestly, that's how it is. Like, there's no, I don't have an agency. I don't, I don't have a manager, an agent, whatever. Everything is kind of ran through me, and all, myself controlled marketing and networking and hustle. And yeah, it's just from that. It's I'll do a photo shoot with like Chelsea initially, and her friends see it, and Chelsea would be like, I want to do another shoot. Can I bring my friends along? They loved the last set of photos. Do you mind? They tag me, collaborate with me, boom, that goes into their audience. And then their group of friends that are wrestlers see that, and then boom, it's one of those things that kind of 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. It just kind of multiplies that way. And someone big sees it, and then it's the typical climbing the ladder of networking and that kind of industry stuff.
Reminds me of Wayne's World. They tell two friends, then they tell two friends, then they tell two friends.
I wish I had like a cooler like story where, oh yeah, it's like this agency and the managers are booking this and booking that, and I bumped into them at a coffee shop, whatever. But it was through photo shoots and photo shoots and photo shoots of tagging collaborations, somebody needing something that fits my style, but they're a wrestler, and it kind of it's just a lot of networking, photo shoots, and just slow growth.
Yeah. Obviously, you work with that many people. We can't exactly go asking deep dives on loads of different people, but there is one person we do need to mention, and that's Natalia. Because obviously, recently you've done the stuff for her book, and you've worked with her loads. How did that relationship begin with Natalia?
So, that, yes, like me and her become really, really good friends, but that it kind of just came from I shot with a couple of girls, and they same thing. They posted up some photos. She saw them. She's like, who took those photos? Chuck Jackson, Chuck Acius. And she's like, I'm gonna have to hit him up. And I think I actually hit her up. It was one of those at the same time. I knew she was friends with somebody that I just shot with, and I was like, oh, let me, hit her up. And I think she like was gonna send me a message, and they're like, let's do it. Like, I saw your photos with the girls. Your work's great. Let's do a shoot and see how it goes. And the rest is history. We get each other on an artistic level. We get each other on a wrestling level, a creative level, marketing level. So we've kind of just like grown into our little, team. Her training area is called the Dungeon, and it's like her dungeon family. And it's really tight, and we're all really close, and we all lean on each other. And we do a lot of projects, and we get each other. I get what she wants to do when it comes to, photography or video wise, but also when it comes to the branding of her character and the direction she wants to go in. And I've helped her out with a ton of, vignettes and, scripts and promo videos for her matches, and looks and this and that. So that's been one cool thing, is being able to do more than just photography with that. That is more of the producing and kind of consulting and all that stuff. So that's been a blast. And we always have a million things going on, but with that, that kind of just became like, you like this, you like this, did we just become best friends? And that's how it kind of was. It just took off. It was one of those things where the two mindsets just match, and it just took off. And anytime we have to do something cool or creative, we're always on the same page. We'll text each other memes about wrestling stuff, and we both get the business and the art and the branding and creative, and that's kind of why everything clicks so well with us.
Do you still get those moments of like, pinch yourself, holy crap, like, how am I getting to do this sort of work?
Yeah, if you've seen my like semi drunk in the middle of the night text that I sent after like a big event, I still get those moments. I'll text my close people around me, and it's just like, this is ridiculous. Like, this isn't, not saying this isn't, it shouldn't be happening, but those dreams of that little kid are happening. And I'm at SummerSlam a couple months ago, and I'm talking to Jelly Roll, or I'm talking to John Cena last week, and it's not just like in passing by, like it's full conversations. And sometimes some of these wrestlers are asking for my opinion on things, and those are the moments where I'll walk away, and it's like, it's not just like, oh, I'm a fan that kind of came through. I'm working with these people. And that's when there is those moments where it's like, it's pinching, because it's like, it's happening. The hard work, the dreams, the planning, it's happening. It's a reality now. And those are the moments where I have to I'm usually very kind of chill. I'm a very chill guy, but there is those late nights where I'm like, I'll get back to the hotel, and it's like, this is crazy. This is happening, and I didn't think it was, but it really is. And I love wrestling, so being in that industry and having an influence and working side by side with them, that's what really gets me. It's not just they book a shoot, thank you, they leave, I never talk from them again. I'm working with these people, I'm friends with these people, and it's a really big, it's the biggest part of my life. It's the best thing.
It's amazing, because obviously it shows that you still really care about it. It's not like it's just another day at the office. Do you know what I mean? It shows that you really want it to go well. You want it to be great. Show them off as much as it shows you off. Because I was having a little flick through your Instagram. I'm not a photographer in any way, shape, or form. So if these words are wrong, I'm so sorry. I've tried, Chuck. All right, I've tried.
Yeah, I can tell. I believe in you.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But what I absolutely love about some of the photos that I've seen from you is that the composition is like, you use everything. It's not just about the subject; it's about everything around as well. So there's some pictures of Natalia that you took. I think there's a picnic table and a picket fence, and like you're utilizing, like you say, about the natural light, and then you've got obviously all the greenery around, that sort of thing. I was just like, it's stunning, not just because she's there, but because of everything surrounding her as well.
Funny story about that shoot. That was supposed to be a swimsuit. That's like an area, like a private beach park area that has beach access. We went down there to the beach to take these photos, and about 2 seconds later, the park ranger says, "Ain't happening. You guys can't take those photos here." I had like a big like soft box or a diffuser and everything. He's like, "You guys can't do that. If you're doing professional photos, you can't do that." So we scrapped it, and we went over to that park bench.
Yeah.
And we knew we couldn't do the photography equipment. He made that very clear. He's like, if you bring photography equipment out here, I'll officially kick you guys out. Whoa. So I was like, let's go to that. Let's kind of get away from this. Let's go over here. And she's like, let's do it over by that park bench. It's wide open. It looks like an open field kind of. And I'll pose, and we'll just use the natural light. And that's where I was talking about, where I kind of mold like the photos to work. Like we weren't able to use our lighting. It was a little windy, so I had to kind of turn her towards the wind so it blew her hair. And I was like, we have to make this photo work. Like we can't use our equipment. We can't go back to the beach. We can't do this. So let's make that happen with the natural light. And that's where I kind of brought in those old school elements of, having that light come through and kind of, create this whole sunset vibe with the wind, with her hair and dress. And I kind of, punched up the exposure on her face. And that's how we got those photos. Like that wasn't supposed to happen. That's where you kind of will it into existence.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how it is. A lot of these shoots, man. It's the way wedding photographers get stressed out about not capturing the right moment. That one thing that does stress me out is there'll be times where I'll be like, hey, we're gonna go meet up at this location, this beach. I have kind of like my beaches that I rely on. And there's been times I pull up and they're completely closed. They're because of hurricanes. And so it's like, what do we do now? Like you just drove an hour and a half here or an hour, whatever. And what do we do now? Stuff like that. Like, let's go to the backside where there's palm trees. There's no real beach, but we'll make it work. And we gotta make it happen. We'll use the natural light. We'll try this. We'll try that. We'll do whatever. It just needs to look good. And it's one of those things you got to get the job done. And that's one of those elements, man.
It kind of blends into my next question. So I was going to say, like, when it comes to the themes of these shoots, is this you coming up with ideas, or the model coming up with ideas? Like, is Chelsea Green walking in and go, "Make me a devil," or is this something you've come up with, for example?
There is groups of people where they trust me, where they'll be like, let's go to the beach. I'll bring some stuff. You tell me which ones look good, and then there's other people that are really creative, like Chelsea Green. She'll bring everything. She'll bring a devil outfit. She'll bring Daisy Dukes and be, Miss Patriotic and, a Southern Belle or whatever. And then the other one would be like a lot more. We're working on some sort of magazine feature with some of her photos, but it's a lot more kind of luxurious, kind of high end look. So it's a blend. There's a lot of times I work with these models and, they'll ask for my opinions. They're like, does this look right? Is this going to look good? Sometimes I have to tell them, it's like, it just doesn't work for you. And I feel the same way. I'm sure I dress certain ways where I think I look great. And then I go out and it's like, dude, you look like a bum. And there's times I have to tell some of the models, I'm like, the super sequence gold teal bikini looks dated. Like it doesn't look right. So that's where I kind of come in and I kind of try to shoot them, straight. I'm like, this instead of that, go with this. It's going to look so much better. They go with it. The photos are great. So it's a very like well-rounded collaboration with the models. Some of the girls, take it on their own and they know exactly. And I kind of just let them do whatever they know what they're doing. Other people kind of need help. And then there's other ones that it's kind of like a very even collab.
Has anyone ever come up with an idea with you and you're just like, what?
Man, there's been a bunch of them, man. Those photos don't see the light of day. Those are the ones where I was like, this isn't working. Like this, and they're like, I appreciate it. They're usually very like, I brought it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, scrap it. We'll just take a few photos and we'll scrap it. Usually, they're professionals. There's a reason they're here. They kind of have the optics and perspective of what does work for them. But there is some stuff where I'm just like, it's not working. If I'm being completely honest, as a wrestling fan and the photographer, I kind of have an eye of like what people want and what does well. Because I do talk analytics with a lot of the girls where I'm like, those photos didn't do as well as these photos. Like, why? Is it sex appeal? Is it because this was a little bit too dark and grungy compared to the light and fluffy beach shoot? With like the Natalie with the sun, like those photos, like they weren't like sexy as in like she was showing a ton of skin, but the way it was like warm and glowing, those photos killed. Those photos did amazing. And they did better than some of the more sexier stuff. So we do talk about numbers of what's working, what's not. And I try to steer them in what works because they're trying to grow their career. I'm trying to do well and kind of represent myself well. And I do try to navigate things that way. And if it's just a bad idea, there's been times they brought up like outfits, and I was like, I don't want to do it. There's sometimes I'm like, in my soul, I was like, I do not want to do this outfit, this look. Because I look at it and I was like, I don't like this look, and it's not going to do well. So I was like, if we can just skip it and not do it, I'll be a happier person.
Do you know how much money I spent on this junk?
I'm like, Amazon, baby, free returns.
Keep your receipts, fine.
Keep your receipts. Let's send it back. Like, it's not working. And it's it is what it is. I don't want them to look bad. I don't want to look bad. I don't want to. If my heart's not in it, I'm not going to mail it in. But there is times I'm sure the models notice that like a certain outfit or certain look just works. And I'm like, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. These look great. Because those are the photos I know when I upload them, those are the ones I want to work on. Those are the ones that are going to do well. If it's kind of like this, whatever outfit that is like, whatever, I was like, it's going to bomb. Like it's going to be a waste of time. So I try to kind of steer them away from those things.
So we've talked about your photography a lot, but you mentioned this at the start, how you got into art in the first place because you enjoyed drawing and painting and stuff like that. And I can see behind you got the Batman mask. I believe that's Robin Williams behind you there as well.
Yes, that's Robin Williams. Yeah.
And I saw the White Ranger one that you uploaded to Instagram, which is just my favorite Power Ranger. So look,
Tommy, R.I.P. Tommy,
R.I.P. Tommy. Where do you find your inspirations with painting?
With painting, as you can tell, it's like it's like portrait. There's something about portraits that's I'll see like certain front covers, like the minimalistic like comic book covers, where it's just kind of like a cowl that's just like empty or broken or whatever, and I was like, that's just so strong. And I kind of went in that direction, and I like the dramatic lighting. All the ones that I've done have like kind of like an overhead light. It's very like dark and shadowy, and that's kind of like where my influence for painting came from. I loved kind of that, like if it was a person like Robin Williams or one of the animals where it's like staring straight into the camera, it has that kind of relationship with the viewer, and that's what I really enjoyed, was kind of replicating that, and kind of on a technical level kind of replicating a photo. Because I've seen other artists that are like photo realism where it is like identical. It's like, I can't tell it's paint. And I've always kind of strived for that, but I always wanted to leave a little bit behind to where it looks like a painting. It has that kind of artistic flair a little bit. And that's kind of what I enjoyed. I enjoyed that. It worked. I kind of had a flow, and it just kind of people loved it. Like it's one of those things. If people enjoy it, and you're kind of throwing stuff out there, you kind of go in that direction. This is what people are enjoying. Like musicians, if you're trying to, make music for your fans, you kind of, get into a groove, and that's what I did. And, but yeah, the kind of the source of inspiration was seeing those kind of, there's a shot of, it's a lot of Batman stuff. I was going to try to be cool, but it's all Batman related. Like I was going to say, like the Dark Knight Returns, the movie, they had a poster where Batman's cowl was crushed on the ground, and it was just like kind of like a white background, black cowl crushed, very like in the center, overhead light, and stuff like that. Always was just like, that's cool. It's very powerful. It's simple. It's not, I do love like super, like that's one thing as a fan, I love seeing these like really intricate paintings. I'm not great at that, so I'm not going to like waste my time doing that. And so that's my thing. I like the more like kind of minimalistic, really tight stuff.
The Tim Howard painting that you did years ago. Oh my God. Unreal.
That was wild. That's back when I was doing a lot more. There was a digital artist called Sam Pratt. He does crazy that I guess that was one of the inspirations, but his was kind of like where it was like spots of color, like it's like a standard like painting, it's painting, but if you look at it, there's like greens and reds and blues, but it looks cool. And he started getting into doing some stuff like that, which inspired me to do some digital illustrations during the World Cup, which was 2014.
Yeah.
I think it was the 2014 World Cup, or 2010. I don't know. But yeah, I was doing that. I did like one of Messi. The Tim Howard one did real well. And yeah, like I love doing digital, and then it kind of grew into like painting, and that worked out, and I kind of left it. But yeah, those are like those little period of me doing those digital illustrations was a good time.
Do you still paint much now?
No, it was about once the wrestling stuff took off, like that is when it was like I felt like I was spreading myself too thin. I was doing my graphic design stuff, social media, photography, video, painting, and I had to make a decision where it was, do I keep on painting and take up all the space and supplies and kind of pushing myself and spending hours and days and weeks painting, or do I go in direction of the WWE wrestling photography stuff? And the wrestling one, it was you follow the the trend, not the trends, but the trends like analytics wise of doing this photo shoots getting me 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 views, and the painting's getting me like 500. It's for like the hardcores, people that like art. And it's it is what it is. It's pretty girls, wrestling, fashion, swimsuit. Like it blew up compared to very dark and minimalistic paintings. That was more kind of like a niche thing. And eventually when the wrestling stuff took off, that I just had to switch. And I don't think I could do these paintings again. That's another thing about me, is that I was kind of like in a groove. I was painting every day, and I'm concerned that I don't think I could do those paintings again. It was kind of like they had their oh my bad. They had their moment, and it's like an ex-girlfriend or something. I don't know. I don't think it would work out as well as it did before. Yeah. And I kind of just leave in the past now.
What I'm hearing from this is you need to combine the two and take pictures of wrestlers in Batman masks.
Bro. That'd be for me. That'd be like for then I'd be the creep photographer. Like, I think he has like a little Batman fetish. Yeah. And then I'm gonna be the weird photographer that gets kicked out. That's one thing about me. I'm like all the so many weirdo photographers, and they usually kind of smell them out and get them out of there. Once I bring my Batman fetish in there,
game over.
That's me.
And we failed to mention it for some reason, but going back to Natalia, you were part of her biography, The Last Heart Beating.
Yes.
Which I think I'm not sure. It's on its way out. It's coming out now, I think, soon, isn't it?
I don't know if this came out for you guys. In America, it's officially out. So
I think for us it's next week.
Okay, so I think it's next week for you guys. So it's officially out here in America, and in North America, Canada. And yes, that was probably like the biggest, kind of like achievements. It was being asked to do that because hearing her story of how she wanted to do it, the story she was going to tell. It's connected to Bret Hart, who's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and how she showed me like this is his biography. This is his front cover. Maybe we could do something like that. I would like for it to be as powerful. And so I was like, man, dang, I got to live up to Bret Hart now. Like, yeah, and I was that was a little tough. Like, but I was excited, and that was amazing. Like we worked together with ideas. We went, we did mock-ups. We did the whole thing. We really produced the whole thing. She had like a vision that she wanted, and I was kind of the guy that was going to be had the tools to achieve those things and kind of bring it to life. And not just the front cover, but there was a lot of never before seen photos that were in the book of her family, Bret, her mom, her dad, other wrestlers that were original like photographs that have kind of like deteriorated over time. You know, they were low resolution. It was someone took them on their cell phone. So I had the job of remastering those and bringing those into, you know, full resolution, high resolution, restored color. You know, there's a lot of photos of like her grandfather. And those are like when they're all little, and Brett was a little baby and Owen was a little baby. And these photos are just kind of like falling apart. So I had the task of restoring all those for the book. And that was very cool for me. The front cover was kind of like when it comes to a professional level, like that's cool. I got the front cover. But to restore those like really personal like photos where I'm seeing like I have them like in front of me. Like I have these photos being texted me of when she was a baby, when Brett was a baby, like on like their grandfather and the grandmother. And I was like, no, you know, like these are real special photos. And to be the guy who brings them back to life, that was the coolest part for me as like when it comes to that part of the project.
That's incredible.
What an honor that is as well.
It was. It really was. Like we still talk about it, and it's like that's been one thing that has really kind of like not cemented what I do, but to be able to like do a front cover and restore those photos and kind of help produce it. That's what's really for me, like internally taking me over the top to say I can do these things. I can push this career forward. I can, you know, produce and consult and, you know, do what everybody wants to do when it comes to these projects. And it was an amazing thing across the board on like every kind of level of when it comes to, you know, my work and who I am and where I want to go.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Chuck, I am very conscious of time, but I've just got a couple more questions I want to ask.
No, go ahead. You're good. We're doing good.
Okay. Because I meant to ask this at the start and I completely forgot. Where does the name Chuckacious come from?
I knew this was coming.
I mean, it's the greatest name ever.
And I'm glad you brought it up because I'm glad you got it right because I have been to some of these wrestling events and people call me Chuckalicious.
I'll be honest. When I first read it, I thought that's what it said. I had to double take.
See, I knew it. So, I was at a wrestling event and they're like, "Hey, Chuckalicious," and I was like, "Oh, that's funny." She's like, "Why is that funny?" And I was like, it's not Chuck." I was like, "Why'd you call me Chuckalicious?" She's like, "That's your username." And I was like, "No, it's not. My name is Chuckacious." She says everybody calls me Chuckalicious. And I'm not mad at it. But that's not my name. So Chuckacious came from it's one of those things. It's from the stars, man. It isn't freaking Matrix made it happen because it was, I don't know, like 10th grade, 9th grade English. We're talking about suffix and prefix, and you know, the word acious came up. And I do not know why I said Chuckacious. And dude, it stuck. And I don't know if I was trying to be like funny, like Tenacious D with Jack Black and his band. They were kind of big at the time. So I was like, that might have been it. Maybe I was like, oh, they're called Tenacious D. I'll be called, you know, Chuckacious. And I never went away from it. It's always been me. It's a little egotistical. It's a little pompous. It's a little whatever, but it kind of plays into the character. And I just stick with it. It's a little Kenny Powers. It's a little Workaholics. It's a little, you know, kind of like I said, a little of a character that I have, and it just works. I've kept it, and it's never going away.
I love it. I can't help but think though, Chuckalicious sounds like a WCW wrestler from the late 90s.
Yeah, just like what's his name? What's it? It was this big buff dude from ECW. He became like that 70s guy, and he had to do disco stuff. Mike Awesome.
Yes.
Mike
Fat
Awesome.
Chick Thriller.
Yeah, Fat Chick Thriller. He got stuck with all those gimmicks. He could have been as big as Brock Lesnar, and they screwed him.
Yeah, they really did.
He was so good, and they gave him the worst gimmicks. But same thing. It like I would probably if I was older, dude. I was growing up a few hours away from where WCW was based. If I was a little bit older, man, I would have been in there with WCW. I'm still heartbroken it sold to WWE for as little money as it did, because I would have chipped in money to keep WCW alive. I grew up with WCW.
Yeah, WCW was great. My favorite thing in the world is showing people the bit where Sid broke his leg and them going, "Wrestling's fake, is it?" Okay. Yeah, wrestling's
No,
fake.
there's a podcast. It's like called Deadlock Wrestling, and they did a little segment where they talked over it. And I guess one of the Road Warriors came out in a mask, and Sid jumps off the rope, breaks his leg. He's like dying in pain, and then everyone's just walking around keeping the promo and wrestling match going, and like no selling him, and he's like has his leg hanging off his legs in half, and no one's even caring about him. Oh man, I felt so bad for Sid then, man. He just at the end of his career, and they're keeping that gimmick going. They're like, everyone keep your spots, taunt him.
Yeah, Road Warrior Animal's more important. Let's look at him.
Keep the story going. We'll figure him out later.
To drag him out of the ring, forget his
They had to. Yeah, it sucked. I feel bad for him. I still think about that to this day. 20-something years ago. Breaks my heart.
So before we start wrapping this up, basically a question that I like to ask, and I know it can be like asking for who your favorite child is, but if someone's listening to this and they're like, I'm going to go check out some of his Chuckacious work, what's like one or two photos or photo shoots that you're like particularly proud of? Like, this is what I do.
We've talked about the Natalia one because that one was a great photo that is being on like a biography for a close friend, but also a icon and a legend. So that one really speaks out to me. Like I would have been happy with that photo, even if it wasn't on the book. And I guess I'm glad you guys brought that up. Let me bring it up. Let me see. Let me go to my Instagram. Oh man, there's some of the beach ones where I shot that I'm like, this is $1 million. There was one with her name's Catalina Hager. She was Jake Hager's ex-wife. I'm friends with her. And that was one of those times where I switched that lighting style that kind of became like my new signature. And we shot that. And I got one shot of hers that is like, that was one where I was like, damn, that is, I don't care what magazine in the world it is. It could be a front cover on any of those. It just worked. It was natural lighting, blue sky. Everything was perfect about it. So there's some of the beach ones where those are the ones where beaches are really hard to shoot because the sun can be really harsh. Or you go like the couple photography route where you do it like right at sunset and it's kind of, whatever. But to kind of get like a really bright tropical look is super hard because the sun's harsh, things get blown out, it's windy from the beach. And when I can get one of those done right, like the one I described, that was one where I still look at it, I'm like, that's a great photo. So any of the beach ones that are Mariah May, where she goes Blake Monroe now, she goes in NXT, but one of her, she's laying down on the beach. Another one where that day was 100 degrees, windy, and you see that photo and everything just looks so soft and even and punchy. The sky's blue, her skin tone's great. Those are the photos where when I know how harsh the environment is, but we can still get like a magazine quality image. Those are the ones that I'm really, really, really proud of because you screw up something and it's junk. It just, you get shadows underneath the eyes, the lights too harsh, and it looks terrible. So those, and then the Natalia the front cover, those are the ones where I'm like, if you see those, then it's like, yeah, I'm like, you get where I'm coming from. You know what I do.
Chuck, have you ever taken a photo that's told a completely different story than what's actually happening?
Oh man. Yeah, in the sense of like, if you knew the conversations that were going on like during and it can go in both ways. It could be someone that is going through like a rough time, and we're just kind of, talking about things, and then it's like boom, it's like this really sexy, classy photo. And then it could be the opposite, where we're having a great time. We're talking about booking, and we're talking about the behind the scenes stuff and how things are going at work. And then we'll do, and it's great, and everything's going great. And then we'll do like something like very, dramatic. But yeah, I guess I know where you're coming from with like, and also when you initially brought that up, I was like, have I like uploaded something with like a certain like art direction, and then people just completely took it like a completely different way? There's a lot of the wrestling fanboys that are really, thirsty for females.
Of course.
Now, that is kind of, if I had to kind of answer that question, where I'm like, this is a really, like how I said, this is a really, really good photo, good lighting, soft and beautiful. I love it. And then I see the comments, and it is just the most vile stuff. And I was like, all right, they took it as a super sexy, thirst trap photo. I thought it was a beautiful, sunset photo. So there's that. Is that like that way where I expected it to go in one direction, and it completely just went another? That's happened. But then there's also, like I said, the behind the scenes things where in the moment it might have been like super dramatic, or someone just got released and we're talking about the next step. But then like the photo is kind of like this bright and fun photo. And there's a lot of that where the behind the scenes doesn't really match up how it actually came out.
When you mentioned then about first comments, I just got this image of it being Matt Cardona on all the Chelsea ones.
Dude, imagine that times like 10, and then it just, because with the collaborations, that's, wrestling fans are the worst. Because I'll see the collaborations and I see the comments, and I do feel bad. Like I don't want to be like those super sensitive, modern day, types, but I'll see the comments on those photos, and it's just like I said, it's the most publicly vibe. These guys don't care if anyone sees it. They're saying the nastiest horned up stuff, and I'm just like, they don't care that it's publicly seen. And a lot of these girls have built very like, tough shells around. They just, but as like me not being them and I'm seeing it, I was like, dude, I would hate for my phone to just go off all day and that's all I see.
Yeah,
I would
grim.
hate that. I would hate it.
And you click on their profile, it's a picture of them with their wife and 2 kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
I see it. There's been a couple of times I posted. I was like, I see your guys' comments, and it's not just going to the girls. I see it too, and it's just it's nasty.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the male demographic when it comes to that stuff. Unfortunately, yeah. They're out there. That's the internet for you.
Yeah.
That's the internet for you.
Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our wonderful guest?
I do. How much time have you got, Chuck?
You can go. We can go for another like 10 or so minutes, yeah.
Okay, I was just intrigued on what your thoughts were on, obviously, AI is now making a drastic change to the whole photography and technology world. What your thoughts were on where photography could be going in the future?
Oh, that face says it all.
Yeah. Oh man, you just like that's like the bees, the hornet's nest for me.
Yeah. Sorry.
I just got heated already. When it comes to like my heart and soul, I don't care for like very extensive automated or generated stuff, artificially generated stuff for these people that are creating these like super long artistic things. I think it's just a computer processing stuff and just spitting it out, But then I also am terrified with it's going like it's not a maybe. It's going to destroy the photography, the video, graphic design world. Like it is.
Yep.
There's a good chance I'll be out of a job because, like I said, eventually cell phones are going to be as good as DSLRs. You can take a photo and it completely changes the backdrop. Like we're at a point now where free apps on your phone can make you look like you're in a photo studio.
Yeah.
And and I've seen some recently, and from people I know, we've talked about it. They don't have to rent a studio anymore. So the studios are going to go out of business because if I want like a nice white backdrop or, a setting, you don't have to go into a studio anymore. So the studios are going to go out of business. Video editors are going to go out of business because eventually AI is going to be able to kind of pick up on, your prompts and say, hey, we're going to chop this up and we're going to create, a reel for you. You don't have to do any editing. Before that was a job. And then I think the last line would be the photographers. The photographers are going to go out where it's going to be so photorealistic where it's just going to have your face already kind of, stockpiled on like a cloud. And you're like, hey, I want to do a photo shoot, on your prompt. Me at the beach on a bench with sunset behind me. That photo of Natalia on the bench is going to be auto-generated by next year. So unless people want to have that like human elements to their work and what they're seeing, AI is going to completely destroy everything. So it's going to go from, I just don't care for AI stuff because it's not true. Eventually it's going to be the standard, and that's what you're going to have to deal with. And I'm really anti. I've been very, very, very. I've been in arguments with. I'll say it. I've had a public argument with the lead singer of Nothing More about it. On he reposted me. He didn't like my comment, and he reposted me, and we went back and forth on it. They did recently. Nothing More did a AI generated music video.
Yes, they did.
And I was not a fan of it. It's like if you're going to do little elements of it, whatever, but I just wasn't a fan of that. And they pushed back hard on it, which made me push back hard on it. So we had this, I think I'm like the number one person on that thing. And he screenshot it, and he's talking about sensitive guys or whatever. But I truly feel like at that point, when you're, that big and you can afford editors, I know they said they found an AI, artist, whatever, that did it, but all you're doing is typing in prompts. But you could have, given that job to somebody, like a real editor, or, shot some stuff and kind of made something with it. So I just see the snowball of where AI is going. And that's what's kind of like upsets me, where if more people become okay with it, it's just going to become the standard. If more and more and more, where, I'm seeing commercials like Coca-Cola just did another completely AI commercial. And if people don't get upset about it, then all their commercials will be AI. Pepsi's will be AI. Apple will be AI. Then it's all these marketing agencies, all these artists, graphic design, 3D renderers, they're all going to be out of business. So that's where, I have major issues with the AI stuff. If you use a little bit of it, like some of the tools that, Photoshop has, where if your model's not really centered, you can kind of extend the background a little bit, and it kind of fills it in. So your model's centered. All right, cool. I have a cleaner shot, but I'm not like putting a whole new body on her, and I'm not doing her face and whatever. You can use as tools. I like Google Gemini. Anytime I have a question, I'll go on there, or ChatGPT, to kind of, analyze some numbers, but I'm using it as, it's kind of like a, like a calculator. All right, cool. Whatever. But when it's, they're creating movies and deep fakes and all that stuff, I do feel a little weird. Some of the AI now has gotten so good that it's starting to fool me, and I have a pretty good eye. And there's gonna be AI podcasters, and it's, I'm not looking forward to the future of that.
No, it's getting
I'm sorry to make this the end, Chuck. Sorry about that. Just
I'm gonna go take a drive after this. I need to kind of. I'm gonna need a little time to myself.
I can't say I blame you. I've got one last question for you before we let go of here, which is, when you first started this photographic journey, obviously with your dad dabbling in it when you were young, did you ever think this is where you'd be today?
I'm not sure if, like, in the sense of, like, I wanted to be here. Like that was the goal. I wanted to be here. I had goals that I was like, I'm going to go to art school. I'm going to get hired by this. I'm going to do this. But it was all kind of just, writing down my goals.
Yeah.
But then it got to some points where, you get a little bit older, the real nature of like the industry and being an adult and growing up, and then you're starting to see people who never made it. I deal with a lot of musicians, and they've had millions of bands, and they never made it. Like they never broke through. So then I was like, man, is that just like on that other side of the matrix wall where it's just like there's normal people and then there's the celebrities, the people that made it. So they got to a point where I was like, maybe that's it. Like maybe like just kind of doing like gig to gig is kind of that's it. Like maybe I just wasn't one of the lucky ones that were able to be famous or whatever, because I was like, I'm gonna do front covers of this. Growing up, I was like, I'm gonna have all these sponsorship deals and brands that I work with, and but then it kind of the older you get, it's just like, okay, the reality's kicking in. So I think that's so when I kind of something clicked and I was like, I'm going to start, networking with the people around me, and it grew and grew and grew and grew. And I'm working with the people I am now. That's why I'm so grateful. That's why I'm so hungry. I've become even more of like, I've texted it to someone, I texted someone about after SummerSlam, I introduced myself to some higher ups at the WWE, and that was when I met Jelly Roll and this and that. And I texted someone. I was like, I can't let this fail. I can't lose this. I can't lose this momentum. And it's kind of just made me so determined to just kind of push it and push it and push it to where, yeah, like I'm at that point where like those goals are really happening, and those dreams are coming true. So yeah, I'm truly grateful that I've been able to stick with it, and it's turned into something. So yeah, I've always wanted to be here, but there was times where I was like, I might not make it, and to be here, yeah, I'm not gonna lose it, man. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah,
Keep going.
I'm not gonna let it happen. Like now that I kind of broke that code for myself of what you need to do to get to the next level, and it's kind of like, okay, like it is happening. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I'm not gonna lose it.
No, you won't. And it will continue to get stronger. Just keep smashing it.
That's my guy. This is why you guys are my guys.
We got you, man. We got you.
Yeah, you guys are great. I love it. I knew you guys would understand me.
That's why I scheduled this timeout. Still hold all those calls. Still hold all those calls.
yeah, exactly. There's a reason I held off the calls, canceled the meetings. I said, we got something important. We got something good going on right here.
This has been so much fun, Chuck. Thank you so much for taking the time out. I know you're great. This. I really, really appreciate it. Before we let you get out of it, though, plug social medias, websites. Where can people find you out in the world?
The main thing right now, I do have a lot of things in the work, but the main thing is the Instagram, at Chuck Acious. That's where to get me. And all the big announcements of, new shows coming out and, collaborations and projects, all that is always going to come through the Instagram. So stay tuned to that, stick with that. And, I appreciate all the follows, comments, feedback. I'm always chatting everyone up. If you have a message or, thoughts, send them my way. I'm always answering. I'm always there. So I appreciate anybody that supports and follows me.
Absolutely, mate. Like you say that you are bloody cool. I think I emailed and then he's like straight away, like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, oh, okay. Like, less than a week and we're here. It's great.
I learned that from John Cena. John Cena's that way. He could be, doing a movie. If you need to get a hold of him, he will answer you right away. Like no big Hollywood ego, nothing. He gets back to everybody. And I try to be the same way. Like if you email me and you have a question or you want to say something, I make it a point to get back to people because I don't like the celebrities that kind of leave me hanging. So I don't do that way.
I love it. And it's a great mindset to have. This has been incredible, Chuck. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Really
you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for having me, man. I had a blast. It was great talking. So hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Chuck, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us. We really appreciate it so much.
You guys are awesome. Anything you need from me, let me know. I'm going to be, reposting it. If you need me or you give me clips or whatever, I'll do whatever.
Thank you.
Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, my friend. You take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you too, pal. You take care of yourself. See you soon.
Later, man.
Bye, man. Bye-bye. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Chronicles of podcast. The Chronicles of Chuck Jackson, out of absolutely nowhere. Literally, this was planned the day before the race. So, welcome. Welcome in. Enjoy. Take a seat. Take a pew. Pull up a pew. Although we shouldn't do that in churches because I think people get very angry about that because there's not a lot of leg room anyway. Aren't pews tied down in churches? Aren't they not malleted? Just put your pew down. Just put your pew down. Don't worry about it. Can you move the pews?
Know. I'm not sure.
I don't spend a lot of time in churches, I'll be honest with you. So, yeah.
Sure there's
anyway.
I have no idea.
No, I don't know what I'm trying to think. I have no clue, but let me think. I have no idea, by the way, but give me a minute. I still have no idea.
The last time I was in a church, and I literally can't remember.
Harvest.
Yeah, but see, now you say that, but it's one of these modern fancy churches. They took all the pews out and they've just replaced them with stack chairs.
How's that modern?
They've covered the organ off. There's no altar at the top. It's like I don't know what the fuck happened to churches, but it ain't a proper church anymore.
It's like some fucking AA meeting. Get your own chair, sit in a circle.
Pretty much.
Hello, my name is John, and I've believed for 5 years. Weird. Anyway, Iceland have decided to pick a fight with KFC.
Have they? Amazing.
Have you heard about this?
No.
So you know how M&S and Lidl or Aldi tend to go at it with their caterpillar cakes and then copying each other with shit because it's funny? Iceland now have gone, don't worry KFC, we'll sort it out for you. Iceland have written this letter to KFC, okay?
God.
Dear KFC, every Christmas your fans flock to social media with one simple request. Please give us turkey. And every Christmas you look them dead in the eye and serve chicken. Again. This is now year 3 of the world's most predictable festive heartbreak. Don't worry, KFC, we've got it from here. Iceland is stepping in to deliver the dream you keep ignoring. Juicy, golden, gloriously festive fried turkey. The bird that Christmas actually deserves. Because everyone knows one thing for sure. Gravy was made for turkey, not chicken. Sorry, Colonel. So, whilst you keep saying no ho ho, we'll be serving up the ho ho holy grail of Christmas dinners and giving customers the bird that slays every year. With love, stuffing, and actual proper gravy. Iceland.
Tons and shots fired. I fucking love it.
How weird, though. Like, KFC is a chicken-based restaurant.
Yeah.
So no matter how much you want to crave fucking turkey, they ain't going to do it. Because they're not... Will their secret herbs, 11 herbs and spices work on turkey, though? That's what I'm interested in.
It's a very dry meat, isn't it, turkey? So I don't know if it would.
Who knows? Who knows? Weird, though, that Iceland have gone after KFC. So odd. Yeah.
But at the same time, if people have been asking, that many people have been asking for years, you think they probably would have tried it by now.
Well, KFC probably sit there and go, there's fuck all we can do with that. I reckon it'd be shit, so no. Is my guess.
Someone from KFC is going to pop into Iceland, buy one and go, we got it right, guys. This is fucking awful.
I'd love it if in a random Iceland somewhere, the doors just like very, very slowly open because they're so fucking shit. Like just the automatic doors and a massive red carpet rolls through and the cunt just fucking strolls in like, come on, motherfuckers. What are you going to do about it? With his foot soldiers.
I just can't imagine a southern fried, well, whatever flavour KFC's deep fried turkey being nice.
I wonder if KFC's henchmen are just dressed as big chickens.
Like the chicken from Family Guy. I really hope so.
And then Iceland just have polar bears, and you're like, oh, bollocks. We're dead. Get the fuck out of here now. Or polar bears probably slow down because of the heat. They can't take it because they're obviously their fur is so thick. Yeah. So they'll be sweating their ass off trying to get to you. but one swipe and you're gone.
The Colonel and his army of chickens and Kerry Katona and her army of polar bears. Let's fucking go.
Is Kerry Katona in the Iceland advert still?
I have no idea if she still is, but that's who I automatically think of when I think of Iceland. So
Yeah, she is. She did do all the adverts, didn't she?
yeah.
Kerry versus the Colonel. Who will win?
Oh, it's like superhero bar fight. Let's go. It's back.
What's that? No one knows what that is. No one cares. No one cares what that is. Yeah. Well, Kerry versus the Colonel. Maybe that should be the title of the show. Yeah. Katona versus Sanders. Yes.
Yes.
I thought for some reason my head was going, it's Saunders, mate. Don't forget, it's definitely not Saunders. Yeah.
No.
Jennifer Saunders just fucking rocks up. She's the referee.
I really want to watch this. It feels like Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I used to love that show.
Right.
Used to watch WWE then, that straight after. Like, oh, fucking sexy as. Yes, but that would be absolutely hilarious. So anyway, Jamie, I was just wondering, seeing as you've got 4 of them, if your kids ever did this when they were little, why do kids and toddlers have that moment when they're all happy playing, running around, screaming, shouting, doing whatever they do in their beautiful little imaginative minds? Then all of a sudden they have that realization moment, like they just left the oven on. Do you know, like they have to be like, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like a past life just dawned on them at some point. They're like, oh, fuck, he left me for Greg. Yeah, and then go back to playing again. Do you know what I mean? They're just dead. Their eyes wide open, just stare. Like, you know what I mean?
And the problem is because they're so little, you can ask them what's wrong. They can't tell you. So
no
one really knows what's going for their wonderful.
It's almost like they had like a flashback back to a previous life of 18 BC. And they're trying to build their mud huts, and then their husband Judas was killed right in front of them by the Roman centurions, and they're going, like, I just had a flashback to that moment and going, fuck. Anyway, I wanted to play I'm playing my snot again. Yeah, that was tasty. Yum, yum, yum. Let's look a window.
It's top of that.
Go on.
So the top of that, they stop and go, do I need to shit myself right now? No, I'm good. Let's go.
What's that weird sensation in my stomach? Oh, no, I felt my nappy.
It's got to be weird for a baby, isn't it? Couldn't imagine that. I've obviously
The only
did
reason
that
I
at
noticed
one
is-
point in time.
Because I was at work earlier and I saw one little baby and a little toddler just do it and I was like, why do they do this? They're like, like little babies do. They just rock everywhere because obviously they still haven't got all their bones haven't like formed properly, so they're a bit floppy. And he's like flopping around, looking at his mum, like laughing and stuff like that. And then he just goes, and all of a sudden, the shock on his face. And then it's like just like death staring, mouth wide open, like, oh my God, I've seen some things. In the 6 months.
I can't believe I'm behaving like this in public.
Yeah, absolutely wild. It was just really funny. Something I just noticed.
Kids are very weird. I'd love to know what goes on in their brains because they don't really know what's going on in the world. So what the fuck are they thinking? It's got to be
exactly.
weird.
So, but they'll forget it in seconds anyway.
Well, probably, yeah. Like goldfish.
By that time, their house exploded in 1624. I don't know if they had houses back then, but I think the castles existed. But people must have lived in houses back in 1624.
More like huts.
But they were made of thatch and that sort of shit. You know what I mean? And just wood and nails. But still, Jamie, why are they called zookeepers when they don't keep zoos?
Good question.
I'm Brian, and I'm a zookeeper. I'm now keeping this zoo. It's Chester World of Adventures, mate. I don't give a fuck. It's Brian's World of Adventures fucking now. I am keeping this zoo. This is my zoo. I am keeping my zoo. Oh, hi, I'm James. I'm a zookeeper in Chester Zoo. Oh, this is now James's zoo. Oh, so you're keeping your zoo? I'll keep my zoo.
And there's many zookeepers to a zoo, so do they all like keep a share of it?
Maybe. I'll keep the giraffes. I'll keep this part of this is Brian's giraffes. All right. Well, I'm Sarah's rhinos. I'll keep the rhinos. Then this is my. I keep this part of the zoo.
They quit the job and they leave to take the fucking animal with them.
I just
My rhino.
on a lead, just a fucking giraffe on a lead. It's like, fucking David, like, I know you love trees, mate, but we need to go home. I'm fucking starving here. We've been here for hours. Like, just one huge fuck off rope. Don't giraffe have little antenna?
Yes.
What have they got a little antenna for?
I have no idea.
Picking up Radio 1. Let's go round again. God, I love trees. Maybe we turn back the hands of time. Oh God, these leaves are delicious. Let's go round. Oh, what's score at Arsenal? Need to know score at Arsenal. Mildred, did you beating Palace 1-0? Bloody Declan Rice again. I can't believe it. Unbelievable free kick, apparently. Oh,
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, look, have you noticed Bill Rhino there with his own? He's got antenna and all, but he's only got one. We got two, motherfucker. What you gonna do about it, Bill? What you gonna do about it? I can pick up many radio stations. What you get with that TV? Bullshit. I bet you need two antenna to pick up fucking radio, mate. That's what you need.
I don't even know what the fuck to add to this.
No, do I? It's gone past the point of no return, Pod,
Yeah,
to be honest
pretty
with you.
much.
Yeah. So, Bill, I hope this is fucking recording. Put it that way.
No, right?
It didn't tell me, so I can't. I don't know if it is or not. But we should probably bring him in and get away from this. It's like time for Callum's Treachings.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
Is cereal soup?
Ooh.
Callum is back, treats the world, the nation, the universe, the Swindon, all his wonderful, beautiful mind, where his imagination. Maybe he has realization moments as well when he stands there and goes, "Fuck." Anyway, lifts and weights. Jamie, what is Callum treating us this week?
There's a point where a person goes from old enough to know better to too old to know better.
Oh. So at what point do you know?
Oh, is it an age or is it based per person?
Is there a point? So obviously kids, they're too young to know any better. Don't worry about them. They love sticking their fingers at their asses for some weird reason and blowing up balloons with their cheeks. Weird. I tell you, they're too old. They are old enough to know better. Fucking worry about it. But him, look at it, state of fucking Alan over here. Fucking 21, still shitting into balloons, mate. Something wrong with you. Oh, look at Derek, 56, and he's still trying to blow up balloons. He's too old to know. Don't worry about him. He's fine. He's too far gone now, like the whole of America. They're too far gone, mate, so don't worry about it.
It's a point, yeah. There's that middle ground. So it's too young to know better, should know better, and too old to know better.
I think we're just never going to know better ever.
I don't think so.
That's just, there's no point in life where we're ever going to be like, God, I really knew about that. And then hit that point where you go, well, I'm too old to know any better now. So, I peaked too early. That's the problem. I peaked too early. I hit a point where I was like, oh, God, I know better. I know better. Oh, bollocks, I've lost it.
Lasted a whole 5 minutes. But
yeah. Wait, there it is. Oh, my God. No, it's gone. I love that you, like I said to you before we start recording, that you look like you're warming up for a fight.
I really do, especially when you're holding it.
Come on then, son. What are you going to do about it? Hey. Fucking you think you got antennas on your fucking head, giraffes? I'll fuck you up, son. All right. Hey. World fucking heavyweight champion of the world, mate. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Let's be honest. If I tried to look up at a giraffe, I'd probably cry at this point. So,
plus you'd have to you'd snap your spine.
I'll pick a wood.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Hey, Sharon, come here. Have you seen the fucking size of that? Jesus, fuck. Just be thankful they're not fucking carnivores. Could you imagine?
Oh, Jesus.
Going down that neck.
Oh. Just looking up. Can you get CB radio on those antenna? Can you call me an ambulance, please? Because I'm fucked.
And the further you go down, it just gets quieter and quieter and quieter. I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. I'm pretty sure it's Kylie in here.
Hello, Kylie. What are you doing here?
Oh, Yeah, be fucked, man. Be absolutely fucked. But yeah, I can't remember. Nobody's told me I should know better now, so I think we're in that peak point where we know.
Maybe. I haven't heard that expression in quite a while.
And neither have I.
Maybe.
Like people that get drunk at 14 years old. God, fucking, you're young enough to know better. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing, you stupid twat? Look at you being sick now. You just look at my mum. So me, Kate, and my brother, I don't think has ever really drunk much in his life. But me and my sisters have all got hammered before we were 18. And my mum's just gone, stay here, look at you. See? That'll fucking teach you, won't it? Yeah.
It's a perfect response for a parent.
Yeah. She never beat ass or went mental. She just went, look at stay here.
You're not
She'd like smashing pants together. So, yeah. She'd be like, morning.
Start vacuuming outside your room at
Yeah.
9 a.m.
It's like vacuuming you. Come on, get up. Mum, fuck off. No, it's what you decide to do with your life then, you know.
I've made you a full English breakfast, all the greasiest foods. Come on.
Oh, that's the best bit. Should be like, make your own fucking breakfast, motherfucker.
Come on, grass needs cutting. Fucking everything.
Yeah. Oh, I weirdly love my own grass. Don't know why.
It's very therapeutic.
Oh, I love it. I love just going. I don't know what. I just love going up and down. That's all. I just love going up and down. It's like a fucking carousel. What else is Callum teaching us this week?
There's a specific distance at the public urinals when it goes from acceptable to public exposure.
How do they measure that gap? That is a good question.
I don't know. I imagine it's just like the average human. I don't know, actually. I never really thought about it.
No,
I mean, at one point, though, do you obviously get to the urinal, tuck yourself in, then unzip it and allow him to get out and then put him back before you step away?
Oh, yeah.
Or are you out before you've got there or out when you've turned around? What do you...
No,
what's...
I use that area for all my business. Stand there, take it out, do what I got to do, put it away, then turn around.
See, I don't shake. I almost like jack off in a way, but not. Do you know what I mean? It's like just like it's almost like pressure. It's like try and force the rest out. Like, come on, you little fucker, get the rest out of there. Yeah, like not obviously like yeah, not ass, like fucking Colgate. Jesus. Oh, that's where my toothpaste has gone. Thank you. Yeah. Oh no, that's just me sucking dick. But yeah, and then it's. Sorry, I've got a cough, so I apologise for anyone listening to this. I think maybe I just squeeze, get to the end, and then go. Should put a little jingle bell in the end, shouldn't I?
Say, please tell me about that noise. Do people get it out and then put it away afterwards?
I think pretty much. I've never noticed anybody just turn around with it, hang out, and go, "Oh, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, I just forgot to put my dick away."
Walk through the door of Weatherspoon's toilets and start getting it out before you've even approached the urinal.
Man, you got to fucking find the toilets first in that maze.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Fucking Krypton factor. Surprised it's not commentators. Oh look, he's not gone left. He's not gone left. He's going to hit the Minotaur. He's going to hit the Minotaur. Look at stare at him. Yeah. The more wasted you get, you're like, is that a door? Is that I don't know what the fuck. Just someone into the kitchen start pissing in the fucking pans. I think I'm at toilet now. I think I'm here. But then if you ever get to that state in your life, then you just need to fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, but how they measure the actual, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, but you got to have a bit of arm distance. You know,
have you ever been tempted
to
have a peek?
No.
Have you not?
Not that I can ever think of.
Oh, fair enough. For some reason, I always just go, are you here to piss or are you just going to stand there? Because sometimes you feel like you don't need to go.
Yeah.
Or you feel like you want to go before you leave because you think I might need one in a bit.
Having a courtesy wee, just in case.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times. And I go, is anybody else here for the same thing? Or are we all just...
It's the most awkward place in the world I could think of to have small talk.
Sure. Yeah, but when you're at a festival, when you're at a gig or a show or sport event, obviously those toilets are crammed.
Oh, yeah.
They're like everybody's fucking cuddling up to each other at one point, you know what I mean?
Much, yeah.
Enjoying your piss, mate. You enjoying that? Yeah, good. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. And when they put their drinks on the thing, you're like, no. Grim.
A whole different beast that is. Like, when it comes
What
to
if it's a
festivals and
spray?
gigs, yeah. Oh.
What if it, you like you're fucking watering your garden, like mist.
Oh.
Lose like your hose, like a fucking fight, the fire hydrant. Like, oh shit. Yeah. Not that anybody's dick's big enough, and not anyone's dick does that.
No.
I'd be very worried and concerned, and you need to go to the hospital if that's the case. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I pissed me. Fucking dick flies everywhere. It's well weird. It keeps smacking me in the face. Yeah.
I'm just not strong enough to control it.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird, that. Jesus fuck. You fly up at, like, on hikes, it's like, anyway, there's too much pressure in there, mate. Fucking hell.
I hurt myself trying to control an imaginary giant penis. What the fuck?
What are you doing? You're just falling apart.
When I was doing that, then I got sudden pain in my. Fuck's sake, give up.
It's moving.
Pretty much, yeah.
And finally, Jamie, what is Callum treating us this week?
Eating cheese and crackers at dinner could be a sign of both being rich, but also being poor.
Because the cracker side depends what cheese it is, I suppose. Do you know what? Right, I used to be a right posh prick back in the day. I used to love tuck cracker, right?
Good choice.
Brie.
Good choice.
And chorizo.
Oh, God, you are a posh prick.
But I wouldn't fucking put it pre-lit. I just stick it on my fucking coffee table and be like, just put it all together. I wouldn't like go, oh, Quentin, darling, I've made some. Well, I haven't made it. I've just brought it through, but it's all chopped and ready for you, sweetheart. Here you are, tuck cracker, brie, and some chorizo. Yes, quite fine. I went to France myself to get the brie. Yes, I milked the cow and churned it all up myself and made it. For some reason, got the weird skin on top. I don't know how they fucking do that, but there we are. So here's your brie, here's your chorizo. Yeah, I just literally would sit there, tuck crackers, fucking chorizo, knife next to me with the brie out open. It's like, nah, fucking get it in my face. Fucking love chorizo, eh?
Fucking love cheese and crackers. But we only really ever have it at Christmas. You can have it any
You like
time
the-
of year.
You like the fucking weird Hovis shit, don't you?
Oh, the Hovis biscuits are beautiful.
So you're the rich prick. You're the actual posh motherfucker. You're the Tory twat right here, aren't you?
I don't need water biscuits though, darling. Just,
Oh, God, what even are they?
I've no idea.
Oh, I can't give you order. They're fucking made of water. I can't, this is ridiculous. Fucking heavy in my fucking ass.
I've always wondered, like, why are they called water? Are they made using water, or are they designed to dunk in water? Because both seems odd to me.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I want to know what they're using. Is it Evian? Is it Buxton? Is it Smart? Like, what are we using here?
Water companies are missing out on a trick there, aren't they?
Yeah, tell me about it. Severn Trent. Oh, these are the Thames biscuits. Do you want the Thames biscuits with your gorgonzola? Italians like livid. What the fuck are you doing to our cheese? You're putting a disgusting biscuit made of water. What the fuck is wrong with you? You desecrate our cheese because you use shitty water biscuit.
Oh, no, not water biscuits. No.
What even? I don't even want to know. To be honest with you, it's tuck or nothing.
I do love tuck and a Ritz. I do like a Ritz as well.
I know how much you love a Ritz. I've been watching the shows back. We've been having a conversation about how much you love a fucking Ritz cracker.
Oh, actually, I think I remember this conversation. Wasn't it about?
And then they randomly did
box and shitting myself practically.
Then they made the tuck with the cream cheese in the middle. Like, what are you doing? Leave it alone.
Yeah.
We don't want to make biscuits out of it.
No, it didn't taste right. The cheese didn't taste right.
It's random as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, grim. What was the treat? Oh yeah, cheese and crackers. Being poor and rich. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, I mean, any cheese is banging. The only cheese I won't eat is cheese with fruit in it. Get in the absolute bin.
I don't mind Wednesday and cranberries. It's okay.
Get in the bin. Fuck. Well, you eat fucking cheddar and sprout, mate. So you know what I
I
mean.
feel like I'm never going to live the sprout cheese down as long as this podcast's going.
You don't leave anything down as long as this podcast's fucking going.
Fair
As soon as you fuck up in any way, shape, or form, Tom is all over it like an absolute Nazi.
That is very true.
Yeah, so
Very true.
you subject yourself to this shit, my dad.
I do it on purpose, just for entertainment on the show. That's
Yeah,
fine.
see,
Yeah.
technically you're actually the brains behind everything, and I'm the idiot.
I make a note of all the things I can do wrong to give you content. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Jamie said penis. No, so basically we've all got dicks, right? And basically, it's like a massive fire hydrant. Fucking know what's wrong with everyone. I meant fire hose, not hydrant. You can see it on the twat here. Do you know what I mean? I made a joke and I fucking ruined it. So it's,
while taking the piss out of me for being stupid.
yeah, it's just a massive chode. It's just a big fucking hydrant, yeah, with weird spouty bits at the side. Giraffes walking by. Fucking hell, that hydrant's got antennas like us, but it's at sides. It's weird. Anyway, Callum, mate. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What did old Jamie want to bring to the show this week then?
Well, first off, I discovered a human while I was scrolling through Facebook Reels.
Discovered a human?
A human, yeah.
There's fucking loads of us, pal.
I know, right? I think he might be the bravest man I've ever met. Like, not met, but ever seen. His name is Murat Colak. His username is Bones, Hands, Animals. He's an animal chiropractor. So we know how much we love chiropractors on this. But he is doing chiropractic on lions while they're awake. Yeah. And horses and shit. I was like,
I've seen this guy.
What are you doing, man?
Is he German?
Yes, I think he's German.
Yes, he is German, yeah. And cats are screeching at him and he's like, fucking hell.
I could understand if they were sedated and stuff, but he's literally just walking up to a lion who's like just doing lion shit and cracking their back. And
what's lion shit? Rawr. Hello, I want to break back, but first I must act. To be lion, to think like lion, I must be lion. Rawr. That's lion speak for can I crack your spine? I see you have problem with leg. I don't know why I'm Russian all of a sudden, but fuck it. Yes, you understand me. Now I must crack. To think like animal, I must be animal. I am now eagle. I must now crack wings. Put wings back in proper place. Caca. I don't put too much emphasis into I don't want to scare the shit out of them. I want to make sure that I speak more on their language, more their level. Yes, we eat worms together. Let's eat worms. Yes, oh, delicious. Wait, hang on. Let me get my child. I get my child here, Boris. I'm a spitting mouth. Open mouth, Boris. Pfft, there you are. You fucking enjoy those worms, son. I digested already. We must think like bird. We think like bird, we become bird.
So yeah, this guy cracks the backs of animals. He's mental.
Anyway, moving on.
I was just thinking though, like, how fucking brave have you got to be to do this? Especially like the horse one. He's standing right behind him and pulling his fucking leg. And like, he kicks you out of like being scared. You're done in, mate. Oh, crazy bastard.
Maybe it's just the horse whisperer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull your leg. But first of all, what I need to tell you is I will give you massive masturbation after. Okay? You will take big horse penis. You throb on your fucking huge penis. And I fucking masturbate. But first let me fix leg for you. Don't kick me. I stroke your penis.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, it's one way of bargaining around it. Is that horse for sure?
Excited. He gets knocked by the dick, not the fucking leg. Oh. Barry, I told you. I said I was going to play with penis, but not anymore. You punched me in the face with bell end. Yeah. That's...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, anyway.
Cool, though.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought it was quite cool. Sounded really cool as well. Also, I have discovered something on the greatest form of journalism in the world, Lad Bible. And they did so, and I wanted to run these by you and get your opinions on this. Okay. So, Lad Bible have listed some hilarious rejected petitions listed on Parliament website.
Okay.
So I just want to see if you would pass these or reject them like Lad Bible would. So, first off is ban James Corden from the United Kingdom.
100% in.
I thought you might be.
Pass that. Yeah.
Straight away. No issues with that one.
He made his choice.
Didn't he come back? Didn't they like cancel his show or something?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
They obviously, everyone woke up and went, "Oh shit, what have we done? What have we done? Put him in the White House instead."
Couldn't get any worse.
Yeah, that's a joke in itself. So,
right. McDonald's to sell breakfast items 24 hours.
Yeah, pass that.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Oh, if I can get me a McMuffin any more time of day, I'll be well happy.
All day breakfast wrap. Oh,
yes.
Brown sauce.
I think we're probably going to agree on this one as well. Put David Attenborough on a banknote.
Pass that.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Get him on all of them.
We're doing well. Make ginger hair jokes a form of racism.
It's not racism though, is it? People are just jealous of us.
Is that what it is? It's jealousy.
Reject. Yeah.
We're rejecting that one.
Yeah, I would not notice people like to dye their hair orange now.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah, so now we reject that because it's not racism to start with, and people are just jealous.
I like it. Change Freddos back to 10p as they're a light snack.
Yes, I don't buy Freddo, so I don't really give a fuck.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, put him back to his normal, happy, chunky frog self, not this skinny bastard we've got now.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. You got to think how small chocolate bars are now, and they're still the same price, if not more.
Yeah.
And that the tubs now for Christmas are like fucking tiny.
I think I saw someone post online the other day. Tesco are doing £9 for a Quality Street refill bag.
What?
Yeah, it's literally a refill bag. You open the bag and pour the chocolates into your tub to fill it back up.
For £9, that's like double the price.
I know. What the fuck?
Moronic.
Abolish the TV license?
Yeah, 100% past that.
100%. Only a couple more here. Get rid of Arsenal Football Club as a football team completely?
Ooh. That's dangerous to ask me that, seeing as half my family support them and my girlfriend supports them and her family support them. Yeah, get rid of them. Why them though?
I don't know. Just what
Aren't like Man United and Man City worse?
I would have thought Man United, but I suppose most of the people support Man United. So
yeah, fair.
Reduce the school week to 4 days a week.
Just the work week. So no, that rejected. Rejected. I can't fucking stand kids. They can stay there. Reduce the work week. Then I'll be all for that.
You were going to say that. And last but not least, get everyone in the country to jump at the same time. I'm not really sure why there's a
why.
I don't know. Just to see what happens, I guess.
We'll fucking all drown.
Probably just push the entirety of the UK into the ocean.
Or the Earth will move. Oh no, the Earth would move because it's a country, it's not the world. Yeah, the UK just fucking disappears.
Yeah, some petitions. I wanted to see what you thought.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Well, would you agree with most of those with me as well? Or
I agree with those completely. Yeah, and especially the school one. Keep them in school for 5 days. It's fine.
Yeah, because we'll keep them for 6. Anyway, so I wanted to bring some news to here. So obviously, we know how a massive joke America has become with that absolute clown in charge. But he happened to turn up to the NFL this weekend at the Washington versus Detroit game because he is desperate for Washington to rename their brand new stadium after him.
Really?
Okay. Yes. Yes, he is. So, President Donald Trump wants the Washington Commanders to name their planned $3.7 billion stadium after him. I think it's because he wants to be remembered. And it's like, mate, you've already achieved that by being a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You've already achieved that by being an absolute piece of shit.
Yep.
But he wants to build that fucking Arc de Triomphe thing as well, doesn't he? In fucking Washington.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, a senior White House source have said there's been back-channel communications with a member of the Commanders' ownership group, led by a guy called Josh Harris, to express Trump's desire to have the domed stadium in the nation's capital bear his name. Why? There's a big fucking piece of shit tower in New York City. This new stadium is being built on the old RFK Stadium site that served as a team's home from 1961 to 1996. Of course, he said, there would be a beautiful name. As it was President Trump who made the rebuilding of the new stadium possible, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told ESPN on Friday night. Leavitt declined to answer additional questions, but the senior White House source told ESPN, it's what the president wants, so it will probably happen. Will it fuck? A commander spokesperson declined to comment on Saturday. However, a team source has said the organisation spent days preparing for Trump's attendance at the commander's home stadium against the Detroit Lions on Sunday afternoon. Trump will attend the game as Harris's guest and is expected to participate in halftime activities honouring the military. Now, he got put in the commentary booth at one point when he made an absolute fucking fool of himself by the fact they said, do you want to call some plays? And all he could say was, what a beautiful game. What a beautiful play. Your quarterback, your second string quarterback is playing well. The first one it would be great if he wasn't injured all the time. And then banged on about how there's no inflation. This just kept changing the subject and they kept going, oh yes, anyway. And then kept cutting off. It was hilarious. Anyway, the best thing ever was the halftime bit. So, whilst he was swearing, it was Veterans Day, yes, and he was swearing the military in at the stadium to an absolute chorus of boos. He was getting booed to fuck. It was amazing. And middle fingers, and everyone was and you could tell it was really he was really nervous. He was shaking. It's a bit like, I don't know what to sort of do. And then he fucked his speech up. It's great. So, Donald Trump goofed up massively at the Washington Commanders game against the Lions on Sunday, November the 9th, where he was while caught on camera, he was being booed by the audience. Trump became the first sitting president in nearly a half a century to attend a regular season NFL game. He attended as part of the NFL's Salute to Service initiative honouring military veterans. I can't get my words out. Honouring military veterans.
Yes.
Trump appeared visibly awkward as he read an oath for members of the military to recite as part of the ceremony during the break in the game while the jeering continued. Video surfacing on social media shows the president reading out and state your name. So he said, I and state your name instead of I, Donald Trump.
I and state your name.
Fuck me, what a twat.
As the crowd booed, instead of stating his own name, the president read out and state your name.
It's like fucking Ron Burgundy. He literally reads what's on the prompter. That's
it.
Anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.
I and state your name. So good.
Fucking idiot.
What a twat. That game was amazing. I won £90 because of the NFL this weekend. Fucking well happy. Yeah, it was brilliant. But when he kept coming on screen, and I was literally stop making him commentate. This is so awkward. Stop it. Have I still got the photo of him? I think I've still got the photo of him in the thing.
Fucking idiot. He's probably just all riled up because he's probably all riled up because of New York. Fucking go on, New York.
Oh yeah, that with Mamdani becoming the new mayor. Yeah, that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's after the BBC now, isn't he? He wants the BBC to go, and he's just fucking hell, we are going to be sat here. But yes, Mr. Prime Minister.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing. Do you know what I mean? All media outlets can be it's bullshit. Utter bullshit. Well, Donald Trump.
Is it or something?
You're a massive piece of shit, you prick.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You are.
And you're not even anything to do with us, so fucking leave us alone.
Yep.
And you can go no Farage off, you piss. So, Jamie, how are you?
I'm all right. Apart from the usual, yeah, I'm all right. Just cabin fever and a bit fed up, but I'm all right. Which we put a smile on our face.
Cabin fever? You're always out.
I'm not, though. I'm always at home.
Not every time I try and talk to you. I'll call you later, mate. I'm out at the moment. Oh, okay, nice.
Not once. But no, yeah, I'm all right. I'm just 10 weeks of this shit. I'm getting a bit fed up with it now. But
get high.
You keep saying.
Just start smoking weed, dude. I think you'll fucking forget all about it.
I'll go back to Doctor's Friday and basically going, right, it's been 10 weeks. Nothing's got better. Give me a fucking scan. Do something.
Give me some Scannabis.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, seriously, right? I reckon that'll sort you right. You know how people have Parkinson's and they shake all the time, and CBD oil stops it from happening? I reckon it'll work.
I've got some CBD. I won a competition and I got some CBD gummies and some oil. The oil does not appeal to me, but I've been using the gummies because apparently they help you sleep. And I'm not sleeping with this shit. And I've had like the best night's sleep I've had in my fucking life lately because of this.
I was gonna go to work, but then I got her.
But it does say muscle.
I've
relaxing,
got
and it's
some
like-
CBD gummies, and then I got her.
Just
Now
quite
I'm
the
gonna
same
use the
routine.
oil, and I know why. Yeah, on my dick.
I don't want to relax that muscle. Jesus.
So, yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'm all right. How are you?
Gotta finish my water. Yeah, mate, I'm fine. I'm tired as fuck. But I've just stopped letting work make a massive muck out of me. So, you know what I mean? I, for some fucking weird reason, yesterday decided that it's time to sign up for the dispensing optician course. So
Okay.
I'm going to go back to university, and I'm a bit like, have I made the right decision? Starts in January. I do a 6-month course where they'll put me into either year 1 or year 2, depending on how I do. And I don't even know if I'll get onto the course yet. So that's another thing I'm waiting for. Because you have to have passed your Cert 4 by December. I've already passed. I got my certificate yesterday. And I'm just a bit like, why the fuck not? Why, instead of sitting here and festering doing the same shit every day, why don't I actually just develop myself further?
Absolutely. Do it.
So I've done it. So I've signed up. I think I'm insane, but everyone I told like laughed at me and went, "You are insane, but it's lovely to know you're staying." So
Why are you insane for it though?
because I don't know. It's hard. All right. It's really hard, and I'm not a very academic person, and I don't know. I just thought, fuck it. By the time I've qualified, if I get on, I'll be 41, 2028.
Okay.
And I'm like, that still gives me 20 odd 5 years or so. I can travel the world working.
Exactly. It's
And
going
that
to
sort
open a lot
of,
more doors for you.
yeah, it's going to open fuckloads. I could become an optometrist if I want. I'll become a contact lens optometrist if I wanted. It literally opens everything. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Do it.
I had till the end of this month to decide, and I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it.
I think it's a good idea.
But it's either in Bradford or Kent.
Oh.
Yeah. So
How far away is Kent from you? I don't.
Kent's about 2 hours. It's the other side of London.
Okay.
So Bradford is nearly 4.
I was going to say isn't Bradford north?
And it's in Yorkshire, and I'm pretty sure it's next to Leeds. I'm pretty sure Bradford is weekly.
Okay.
Kent is not. Kent is 2 weekly every 3 months for the whole 2 weeks. It's a huge fuck off estate that you stay on. It's in the middle of nowhere.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but while doing exams and theory and essays and shit, no, it's not cool.
Well, that bit's not cool now. I'm
No.
not meant staying in a big estate thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. So yeah, that's what I've decided to do.
I love it. Proud of you.
So here we go.
Developing yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, it's notch on the belt, as they say. So that's the big news of the week, really. That's the thing. Well, for me anyway. I just thought it was time to do something about it rather than hate this job, I'll move elsewhere. Hate this job, I'll move elsewhere. Hate this job, I'll move elsewhere.
Hate this job, I'll develop and move elsewhere, but in a better paid job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been going on, my friend?
Done a couple of bits. Obviously, I mentioned I'm going back to the doctors on Friday.
Yeah.
I went to a gig last week. We booked tickets ages ago to go see Pendulum. So we went to go see Pendulum. It was seated. So I thought, I'll be all right. We're seating. Should be fine with my neck. But we were still a little bit too close. So my neck was killing me. So I basically went and stood at the top of the seating area. And I could literally keep my head straight and look forward then. So I was stood up there with Becky's mum and it was grand from then on. Our good friends in Alt Black Era supported. They were fantastic. And Pendulum were just as great as they always are. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them put on a bad gig, and I've seen them about 4 or 5 times now. Always fucking great. Plus, it was nice to get out of the house. Went to go see the kids on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Losing track of my days, which was nice. Took them to go shopping to get their mum's birthday presents. And I saw you. Got microphones and stuff off you. So it was a very nice, brief moment seeing you. And other than that, I'm carrying on with my SummerSlam rewatch. I'm now on SummerSlam 2011.
Oh, okay.
So I've just had on 2010 the Team WWE versus Team Nexus match, which was definitely should have been won by the Nexus.
Yeah, isn't there a whole thing about that, about how Cena refused?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that before, yeah.
Yeah. There we are.
I'm enjoying these rewatches. Some of these
Isn't
I've not
Bret
watched.
Hart in it as well?
Yes.
Why?
And Daniel Bryan's the secret seventh member.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they brought him back. Interesting. I forget all about that. I think back now and I go, I can't remember for the life of me shit that happened in the 2010s era.
I remember 2009 because I remember watching it at Demos and I remember walking back with Smitch in the middle of the fucking night. So that one sticks out with me. But other than that, I know I've seen them because I remember some matches, but I remember like one match on the card and I don't remember anything else on them.
Yeah.
But no, they're pretty good. They're pretty fun to watch back. Some weird shit going on. Something about Kane attacking The Undertaker and putting him in a vegetative state and blaming Rey Mysterio for it. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
What?
Kane basically blamed Rey Mysterio for putting The Undertaker in a vegetative state. And then it turns out that it was actually Kane all along. And yeah, I don't know. It was really weird.
What a load of shit.
Yeah, really fucking odd. I was like,
What a
oh,
load
dear.
of shit.
They tried, bless them. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, really. I've not been doing a fat lot. What about you?
Well, we got some new microphones as well.
We did.
We've got some new live microphones for the live shows next year. Very, very excited for the live interviews as well. They're beautiful. Thank you, Ollie, for the recommendation. So you don't have to get them out. I just,
They're beautiful.
Yeah. Look very orange in that. They're definitely red.
They're definitely red. It's very orange on there. Yeah, they're very beautiful.
So what have I been up to? I've been Rihannaing, of course. I went to Kelly's last week to watch Arsenal Slavia Prague in the Champions League, and then I watched Aberdeen against Ike Larnaca in Cyprus, and we gained our first point in the Europa Conference League. Ike Larnaca were top of that league, and we were bottom, and it was 0-0. We should have beaten them. I was gutted. That game was great. So I've done that. I have been catching up with The Walking Dead. I've been catching up with Slow Horses. I've been catching up with Ted Lasso. I then also earlier today started catching up with The Blacklist and then did a massive fucking boo-boo. So when I looked at Apple TV, obviously it saves everything you've got to. So I was like, episode 15. I don't remember being that far ahead. I was like, 15. So I put it on and I was like, oh, that hasn't happened. Why is he not there anymore? Why is he not doing it? I was like, oh, fuck, I've obviously accidentally pushed it at one point, come off really quick because I've got on the wrong episode, and then not actually remembered that I did that. So I've ruined. So I've actually got the episode I actually got to, which is episode 10.
Oh, fuck it up.
Where shit's about to go down. I'm like, well, I now know. Because 5 episodes later, everything's fine.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm a little bit annoyed. So I just went, I'm not on 15, but I'll just check. Fuck. So never mind. So I'm watching Blacklist. Obviously, I'm up to date with AEW. I need to watch Collision from this Saturday gone, and then obviously it's Blood and Guts tonight. So that should be unbelievable. Very excited. What confuses me, though, AEW have just unified the International Championship and the Continental Championship as the Unified Championship, and are now releasing the National Championship. And you're like, why? Why didn't you just keep the International then? Why have we...
I don't... Tony just seems to have a thing for new championships, don't he?
It's weird. I was like, why didn't you just keep the Inter? Because I watched a promo with MVP and the Hurt Syndicate, and MVP called it the International title, which it isn't. So I was just like, oh my god, they should have just left it as is. They didn't need to unify anything. Okada could have just held both titles. But the Continental Championship is awful. The belt's horrible. So, I can see why they got
big flags on it.
No, that's the International Championship. That's lovely. Yeah, that's lovely. The Continental with the big crown on it. It's odd. Horrible.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and obviously it's Full Gear a week on Saturday, which I'm actually quite looking forward to. Because I know they're going to do Okada Takeshita, and I'm just like, give it to me. Give it to me. Very, very excited. I hope I can see more middle finger Macarenas is all I'm after. It's when he goes to shake his hand, he just went...
Okada's going back to New Japan, isn't he? He's Tanahashi's last opponent at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, I thought you meant
No,
permanently. I was like, whoa, what?
No.
Oh,
Just for that one-off match.
oh, that's cool.
That'd be
Tanahashi's so fucking old and broken, though. Like, it's going to be awful.
Probably, but it's
He can't run. He can't jump. He can't do anything. It's just so fucked. And it's like when Kane returns, he's just so wooden because he's so fucking, his body's so broken. Wild. Anyway, so there's that. Obviously, the NFL was this weekend. The Steelers lost again on Sunday Night Football. I lost in fantasy.
Ooh.
I was losing by 6 points, and I had one player to go, and he normally scores quite highly. He caught one catch for 15 yards, then he got injured.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I went, and the guy who I played is the only one that's really vocal. He's a bit of like a anyway. He was like, "Good luck, mate, because this is obviously going to fuck me over." And then afterwards, when I lost and he didn't do anything, he went, "See, I called it. I manifested it. Unlucky, mate." I don't care, dude. I'm more bothered that my team fucking lost. Oh. Plus, the team that beat the guy that I had was their biggest rival. So why are you fucking cheering them for? Weird. Odd. It's just odd behaviour. Like, I love fantasy, but I'm more bothered about my actual team winning than I am about my fucking fantasy team. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you would be, yeah.
But I won 90 quid, so I was happy with that, which is a big win. So, I've actually done better in life than than actual fantasy football. Scotland played New Zealand in the rugby on Saturday. We've never, ever beaten them.
Mm.
Ever. We went 17-0 down at half-time, and I was like, oh, fuck it, here we go again then. Brilliant. I don't know what Gregor Townsend, our coach, told them at half-time, but within 10 minutes, it was 17-all.
Fuck?
And I was going, I was up and out, and I was screaming at the TV. I was losing my absolute fucking mind and going, we're going to do this. We're actually going to do it, until they scored again.
Oh, fuck's sake.
And beat us 25-17.
Oh.
What the kicker is, well, literally Dan McKenzie, but still, the kicker is we were losing by 5 points and we got so close to scoring again. And I think there was a penalty for not letting go or not rolling away or something. And New Zealand opted to kick, but it was over 50 yards. And I was like, that's miles. They're not going to fucking get that. So our crowd were booing the shit out of it. Normally, it's respect the kicker, don't make a noise. Yeah. Morford was so loud. David McKenzie is stood there. He looks at the ball. He looks up, smirks at the camera, and fucking boots it straight through. I was like, you fucking arsehole. He's piss pouring with blood all down his face. It's kind of it's a bit of a sweet, like, it's quite a historical moment in a way, because it's like he's getting booed to shit. And then he just looks at the camera, smirks, and kicks it straight through. You're like, you're a fucking prick.
But I can't be mad at you because that's stylish as fuck.
Yeah, and he's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. And they were absolutely lush about us. And like, what was really funny was their head coach, that all the players and the head coach came out and were like meeting all the fans and stuff. And like Meg taking photos and signing stuff and everything. And the head coach of New Zealand goes to this guy, and he's like, oh man, so where are you from? And he goes, Scotland. He's like, yeah, but where? He's like, Scotland, Aberdeen. I'm from Aberdeen. He's like, oh, you're from the whole of Scotland, are you? So good. So that was a shame. But obviously, I went back to Cheltenham this weekend to go see my family, to get my lip piercing sorted out. So that's now back to normal. Had my beard cut, just life admin bullshit. So I saw my sister, my brother-in-law, my brother, my niece and nephews and that sort of stuff for dinner on Saturday. I saw Paul on Sunday. We had coffee. I think I said we saw you very, very briefly. It was really funny. I said to Paul, I was like, I guarantee you any money, he's going to walk up all dishevelled and angry at life because his neck hurts. And then, funnily enough, you were walking towards us and I went, look at him, looking all dishevelled. And you were like that, fucking hell.
Fucking dying. I was in so much pain.
That's so funny. Bless you.
I'm glad you think so.
Not that you're in pain, obviously, but it's just like, will the neck drama ever end?
Fucking feel like it.
But this week is the biggest week of my sporting little life.
Okay.
Jamie, this Saturday and this Tuesday coming, Scotland play their final 2 World Cup qualifiers.
Ooh.
Win both, and we're in the World Cup next year. It's huge. It's momentum. We haven't been to the World Cup since 1998.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We're away at Greece on Saturday night at 7:45. We just cannot lose that game at all. As long as we win or we draw, we cannot lose. Okay? Because then on Tuesday next week, we have the biggest showdown. It's at home as well. It's at Hampden Park in Glasgow against Denmark. And we're on the same points, but their goal difference is better than ours. So if we lose on Saturday, we can't qualify.
Yeah, I see what you mean there.
So we have to, if we draw, we'll be 2 points behind Denmark. They're going to smash Belarus regardless of what happens. So we can't lose Saturday, and then it all comes down to Tuesday night. Oh my God, the goosebumps and the adrenaline that ran through me then was insane. Unreal. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just... We've lost one of our big players, though, which I'm a bit upset about, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to be all right. We need to get past Saturday first. We need to focus on Saturday and not focus upon Tuesday. Just focus on Saturday, do our job Saturday in Greece, come back home, and it's all down to Tuesday night. It's going to be huge, and I'm so excited. If we lose, we're still in the playoffs in March, but I don't want to be in the playoffs in March. I want to be in the World Cup on Tuesday. So, yeah.
So basically, when we record next week, if it's after Tuesday, you'll know immediately from Tom's mood how it went.
Well, I've booked myself unavailable on Tuesday, obviously. So, yeah. And on Sunday, so this is for the World Cup, the world rankings for the World Cup draw for the Rugby World Cup in 2027 Australia. We're playing Argentina this Sunday at home for our World Cup positioning. The higher we can get, the less we don't play into the big boys because they've expanded the World Cup for the rugby. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's all on the line as well on Sunday against the Argentinians. I was meant to be going. I actually have a ticket for the game, but I can't get home for work on Monday. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed. I was 5 rows from the front and I was facing them when they did the anthems, and I was like, oh my God, I know. And I can't go. Shame, gutted. Absolutely. Yeah, it is shit. So, mate, that's me.
Well, we're all caught up then.
What's your single of the week?
Oh, what's my single of the week? My single of the week this week is the wonderful people in As Everything Unfolds, featuring Danny Winterbates from Bury Tomorrow with their new single, What You Wanted. Fuck, this song's good. Like, this song's incredible. And then suddenly Danny starts singing. I'm like, the 2 voices, they work together so well. Like, this song's great. Very, very good. And it was tough to choose this week.
It's very hard to choose this week.
It was very tough. Like, new Skin Dread songs out. There's new song by Finger 11. I'm fucking.
Are they still going?
Yeah, and it's really good. New song by Set It Off. Like, there was a couple more as I'm on brain firing right now, but yeah, there was some great songs that came out this week. It was tough, but this one just stood out above the rest.
So that was also on my list as well, but I went for the cover by State of Mind with Caitlin Curtis and Redburn doing Love the Way You Lie by Rihanna and Eminem.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn.
It's amazing. Like, I haven't stopped listening to it for days because I can't get it. I just love it. The way they do the sort of Eminem rap style in the sort of singing-y, talky, it's really good. Yeah. It's so simple but so fantastic is all I'll say. So mine is State of Mind, Caitlin Curtis and Redburn covering Love the Way You Lie, which is originally obviously was by Eminem and Rihanna. But also, I also struggled because State Champs released a brand new single called For the Hell of It. And I absolutely love it. It's acoustic and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. So I absolutely loved that. I'm now trying to find my release radar. There it is. Whiplash by 4 Years Strong also came out this week. Also fantastic. Very fucking heavy. I was quite surprised by how heavy it is. Alone by Low Spirit also came out this week. Man of Tomorrow by The Broken View was also come out this week. Chasing Aim by Goldfinger came out this week. Crispin Earl, the lead singer of the Veer Union, covered The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars. Also fucking fantastic. The one that really got me was Dirty Machine, who I think are an independent band, did a song called Last Goodbye with Joey Marlowe. Absolutely unreal. And then Chad Kroger from Nickelback did a country song with a band called Shenandoah, and the song's called The Church on Cumberland Road, and it's amazing.
Fucking, there was loads this week.
I thought it was an AI song, and it's not an AI song. Yeah. And it's Forgotten Ghost by Dayseeker. There's so much.
Lord of the Lost and Infected Rain released a song together as well this week. I forgot about that one. Like, there was so many this week.
Kelly saw them on Sunday.
She did. I remember saying, yeah.
In Southampton, yes.
But
So
a
yeah,
good week for the music.
there was too much.
Yeah, very tough.
Too much.
Two strong choices, I believe, we made there. It's funny because I really like your cover version, but I don't like the original. I know a lot of people like it, but I never.
Did you not?
No, but that cover is really bloody good.
It's really good.
Yeah,
as soon as I heard it, I
good.
said to you immediately. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "That's going straight to Jamie."
Yeah, tough week.
But it's time for Tom's Journal.
Oh, yeah.
And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. People will put new posts on their Instagram stories like we've all been fucking waiting on pins and news for that picture of you holding a fucking pumpkin.
I laughed and hiccuped at the same time. I've never understood why people do that.
New post. Oh my god, I must see what they're up to.
And it's never anything interesting.
No, it's just them going, got a new thumb today. Just wanted to show it off.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Oh, fucking hell. People are weird. Oh my god.
Kid, I like chips. Me finishing the bag. Yeah, you would have fucking loved these and all.
I'm pretty certain I've actually done that to the kids before.
Love that. Good. And so you fucking should have and all.
Oh my god.
I was doing it at work. I had paper in front of me because I was writing out pricings for this mum, and the kid was like, "I really like notepads," and I went, "That's nice." And I you know, the one that you've got there, like I just love drawing in them. I was like, "All right, cool." Fuck off.
You're not having mine, mate.
Yeah. So I ripped a page out. I went, "There you go." He had, no, I didn't want paper. I wanted a notepad. And I was like, "I don't give a fuck." Are you all right?
Keep fucking hiccuping.
I think this is fucking genius.
Okay.
My roommate just told me that the invigilator for his exam just shouted, "Hey Siri," mid-exam, and he caught 5 people with phones. These people are getting way too creative.
That's brilliant. Fair play.
Genius.
Fair play. That's genius.
So you caught that, eh?
Man, bet his examiners listening to this going, haha, ideas, I like it.
But then I was talking to, they had to give up, like, give their watches in, they had to give their phone, they had to give everything in now, and it gets put like in a locker or something.
Fucking hell.
So crazy how the world works now, man. We had to do this and remember it in here.
Yep. Or forget all of it and do shit in your exams, is what I did.
No, well, you know. Just overheard my grandma talking to my mum about her new hearing aid. "It's the most expensive one you can buy, love. It cost me £4,000. My mum, "Oh, really? Cool. What kind is it?" Grandma, "It's 4:15 p.m, love."
Oh, so simple yet great. I like that.
Oh, I love stuff like that. So good. Oh, Jamie, there's a couple breaking up so loudly on the sidewalk right now, right in front of my house. He said, yeah, well, who are you going to take to your sister's wedding next weekend? And she said, mozzarella sticks, which is a valid and devastating blow. Wait, hang on. I think mozzarella sticks is the name of their dog. Either way, a fine alternative. No. The dog's named Trudy. She meant actual mozzarella sticks.
I'm really gutted no one turned up to my wedding just with a random plate of mozzarella sticks now.
I should have thought about it, shouldn't I?
Just as their guest.
Yeah. That's what I should have done. Been amazing.
Just gifted it halfway through your speech.
Yeah, well, the fact that your dad put me off with this fucking can I have a whiskey, like, what? Why now?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I just thought I'd break the ice. You're not breaking any ice here, John. I'll tell you that right now.
You just confused the shit out of me.
Oh, you just made me stand up in front of fucking everyone and go, what do you mean you want to drink now? Jamie, imagine if everybody just tweeted like a footballer. Disappointment today's performance. Started off really tired, but picked up after a morning coffee. Sent some strong emails. Apologies to all the customers. I'll come back stronger. On to tomorrow now. We go again.
It's true. All these footballers give the exact same sort of response, don't they? Like, do they have lessons in it when they're training?
I don't know why footballers are so robotic when they get interviewed. Yeah, well, I got the ball, kicked it, went in the net, didn't it? Like, there's no personality to anyone. Yeah, so basically they played 11 men, we had 11 as well, and then we just kicked the ball about for a bit, like, Brendan apart with the lads. He put a strong ball and curved it beautifully, just edited it straight in. Like, how'd you rate the performance? Yeah, fucking fantastic, mate. We won 3-1.
And they all have that exact same voice.
Yeah. I love the Lee Evans joke. It's like you find him in the car park. You've got a game of football, haven't you? Yeah, football. So good. Oh my God, this is one of my favourite entries into the journal I think we've ever had.
Okay.
Imagine you're fucking a magician and then he nuts inside you. You start to freak the fuck out. And then he says, psych, check behind your ear.
That is the greatest journal entry of all time.
Ta-da! Wait, it's all in your hair, love. Sorry about this. Oh.
It started off strong with imagine you're fucking a magician, and it just got better.
So good.
Sorry,
that's okay. It's okay. It gets better anyway. My phone's just there we are. For some reason, my husband's walking around the house singing Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. But for some reason, he's saying it ready for action, ready for action. So I yelled, it's radioactive. The song is radioactive. And he stopped and quietly said, you don't know. You've never imagined a single dragon.
What do you even say to that? What do you say to that retort? Okay, yeah.
Ready for action, ready for action. No.
I like Imagine Dragons. If that's what I hear now, I'm really pleased.
Well, enjoy. We all call my granddad Cheese, and I just found out why. Mum says I'm the reason everyone calls you Cheese, Grandad. Is that true? Yeah, I wanted to be called G, short for Grandpa. But when you were little, you thought G was cheese. You thought G and cheese were the same word. You just started yelling cheese every time you saw me. Oh my God, that's actually like really cute though, Grandad. Yeah, real cute. I fought in Vietnam. I saw unspeakable horrors. And for the last 30 years, everyone's called me Cheese. Oh,
I love some of the fucking nicknames people get because of the way kids say things. Like Becky's dad wanted to be a granddad for so long. We had Olivia, and she just called him Ninny, and that's all she's ever called him. So he never got to be granddad. He's just been Ninny the whole
brilliant.
time.
Where's that come from?
I think it's because it was Nanny, and the other one, and for some reason, she just went Ninny and Nanny, and then it just stuck.
There we are. I bet he loves that.
Fucking great, isn't it? Ninny.
And finally, I'm going to end on some more fucking gold.
Go on.
The invention of archery. Man, like, I really want to stab this dude, but he's like all the way over there.
I really hope that's where it came from. I really want that to be where the idea came from.
That was another edition of Tom's Journal.
I don't think anything's ever going to beat Imagine You Fucking a Magician.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, you know, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com. Mr. Stevens, Mr. Stevens.
Do you know how many times you've done that one?
Yeah, but it works for this one.
Just gonna sit here and participate in Jamie's challenge cause I like to answer them. Just gonna sit here to participate. And that's alright because Jamie wants his fucking answers because he's been sat there waiting for ages. I love the way you answer.
Rihanna who? It's all audience participation time, so come on and participate with me. Answer my question like the Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo.
Now it's time to answer Jamie's challenge. Answer, bitch, before I stab you in the throat. You need to answer Jamie's challenge before I shove this where the sun doesn't shine. Motherfucker.
Very violent.
Deal with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge. This week, I said, we are throwing back to a very early audience participation challenge. This week, we're asking if you could create your own chocolate bar, what flavour would it be?
Oh, God.
What say you, Mr. Stevens?
I bloody love coffee chocolate, so I think that would just be a normal bar. Because it doesn't seem to be a bar, does it? It seems to be a random revel, and that's it.
To be fair, I thought it was going to be coffee or peanut butter, were you? Or both.
Then I was thinking cherry, but as like a liqueur, not a liqueur, but as like a coolie. Like a filling of cherry. You know, you get like the orange ones and stuff. Like, why can't we have a cherry one? I think that'd be delicious. I'd be very fat.
Just buy them all. I actually struggled with this one. I remember I've said before the one chocolate bar I want more than anything is a white chocolate Bounty, but I feel like that already exists. Just a remix of what already exists. I think something maybe that would be quite nice, I imagine. Like a Mars bar, but it's mint in there. I get a feeling those two would go together quite well. Minty caramel. Yeah, mint and caramel. I'm going to go with that. I think that'd be very nice. More chocolate, man. Anyway, let's get some audience answers. Cinematic Leap says, this is a tough one. Could you do white chocolate and honeycomb, or would that be too sweet?
Oh,
I'd be
get
down
in
for
my
that.
face. Yeah.
Yes, I'd be all over that. Gemma Williams from Talking Codswallop says, I'd like to mix a Malteser and a Blondie. Interesting. Ben from Absolute Bedlam. This is a tricky one, but I'm going to say white chocolate and caramel. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. I'd be definitely down for trying that. Kelly Cleaton. I have a picture in my head of Dubai chocolate, but the inside is like a creamy tango ice blast flavour, preferably blueberry.
She fucking loves slushy. That's all she fucking talks about is slushies. But what the fuck is Dubai chocolate?
I've seen it, but I've never tried it. It's green. Like
It's got like big filling in it, hasn't it? That sort of thing.
I keep seeing it in
Weird.
shops and it just looks.
Is it pistachio?
Weird. Yeah, I think it is pistachio. Never tried it. Seemed weird.
Pistachio ice blast sounds horrendous.
It does. It really does. I'm not a big fan of pistachio, so I'm definitely not going to go for that. Darren Stevens just says, up here we have pavement fudge, and posted a picture of a shit.
Just ignore my dad. I think that's the best thing to do. It's just ignore my dad. I think would be better. He keeps posting poo stuff in our family chat, and everyone keeps going, I don't get it. And he goes, it's a bit of shit, actually, sorry. So
Oh dear. Ruby Gore, I'd just take the nuts out of a fruit and nut and just have fruit. I know, mad idea.
No, Ruby.
Yeah, not for me, that one. I don't like fruit or nuts in that. So
My God, I said cherry, but I think it's because it's raisin and shit in it. It's like not right. Yeah.
What is it my mother-in-law calls them? Dead flies. Lena Westwood, Coca-Cola flavour. Coca-Cola flavoured chocolate.
Would that work?
I don't know. I'm intrigued.
Lena, can you make it? Because they seem to love fucking Oreo Coke.
Let's be honest, she'll just get me to make it. But Graham Arnold, it's time to convert the bounty haters. Instead of coconut coated in chocolate, why not substitute for dried, shredded, and sweetened raspberries, strawberries, limes, lemons, oranges, mangoes, and call it Mutiny on the Bounty Selection? That's quite clever. No, can't say on that one, no. Fair enough. At Pooty says orange caramel.
Oh, I'd try that.
That could be very interesting. I'll try that one. A bit dramatic says, I'll take milk chocolate, but inside is layered in Dubai filling and Nutella in layers across the bar.
Interesting. I think that would work.
I'm down for trying that. Official Rock Fit, so I'm going to guess this is Hannah, says sweat and victory.
Nice.
I mean, we can imagine what sweat tastes like, but I don't know what victory would taste like, to be honest. Who knows?
Winning. Charlie Sheen.
Just winning. Ryan Chapman says honeycomb and walnut.
I reckon that'd be delish. I love Dayton walnut, so I reckon that'd be delicious.
Be quite interesting. I'll give you a few more. Sarah Jane Malik, white chocolate, pomegranate, and almonds with popping candy. That sounds very posh.
Yeah. London girl, isn't she?
Okay.
Pomegranate, though, really?
I don't imagine how that would work in chocolate.
No.
Rick Joyce, dark chili nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool for you. Fucking New Zealander, isn't he?
Becky Westwood, the wife, says Toblerone pieces and popping candy. That'd be quite nice. Imagine that'd be quite interesting. And I'll give you two more. Mr. Ryan Williams says, I have a few ideas. First is THC infused dark chocolate, raspberry, and coffee.
Okay. Raspberry, no, but coffee, yes.
Another one would be THC infused dark chocolate, pretzel pieces, and orange flavored bar. Another flavor would be THC infused dark chocolate, toasted coconut, and caramel.
No.
Or dark chocolate, toffee, orange, and probably my last idea for a chocolate bar would be THC infused dark chocolate, peanut butter, toffee, orange, and orange flavored bar. I have never made a THC infused chocolate, but I have once or twice made a THC infused brownies, so I would assume they would taste just as good. Just loves a bit of THC, does old Ryan?
He does, eh?
This is like a bit of taste.
What is it?
It's the stuff in marijuana that makes you high.
Cannabis. Yeah, I thought it might have been. Yeah.
I thought it might have been.
That's what you need.
I'll have the CBD and he can have the THC. There we go.
I was going to put a guitar around my neck and then I got her.
It's gone cold now. I don't even know why I'm still wearing it. But there we are. And last but not least, it's the beautiful mustached Mally Malpass who says, Brussels sprouts and climax. One of those two things always disappoints me. So combining them, I'll balance the universe.
Your favourite? He didn't specify what climax it was, so you could just enjoy it regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. So which one disappoints him, climax or Brussels sprouts? That's the jury's out.
Have we checked behind your ear? Anyway, thank you to absolutely everyone that participated in Jamie's challenge. Thank you so much to everyone that participates. We love it every single week, especially Jamie. He likes it when people actually answer his questions. But if you enjoy Jamie's participation challenge, Tom's, John, or Callum's Treachings, the interview, and whatever the fuck that was, then you enjoy the other 191 editions of the Chronicles of Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. It'll be Spotify, Google, Apple, Heart FM, Radio 1, TalkSport, Radio 5 Live, and a Giraffe's Head. The main two places to come and find us, excuse me, are all over social media. At TCO Pod, will that be Facebook? I almost said Spotify then. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Threads, the main places you want to come to, at TCO Pod, and all over YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified when new videos released, and comment to your heart's content. That's all social media at TCO Pod, and on YouTube, hit the subscribe button at the Chronicles of Podcast. Isn't that right, Jamie?
It's absolutely correct, sir. Before we get out of here, let's say a massive thank you to a few of our friends. Every single piece of music you heard today's edition is brought to you by the wonderful singer-songwriter Matt Roberts. Go check him out, all social medias at Matt Roberts Music, and give him a love and a like on all wherever you get your music from, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, YouTube Music, whatever it may be. Just go listen to it all because it's great. And speaking of talented musicians, we have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry. Go check out all his wonderful wares, his incredible music under Say We Can Fly, his Amber Forest podcast, his merch store, Anxious Ghost, and of course, go check out Farlight Movie on Instagram. Keep up to date with all the things happening in the world of Farlight because it's going to be incredible. And last but not least, we are saying a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation because they are stamping out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. And I mean everywhere. This is not a UK issue. It's a global issue where people of the alternative community are being treated differently simply because of the music they listen to and the way they choose to represent themselves out in the world. If you're not familiar with Sophie's story and the work of the foundation, please head on over to sophielancasterfoundation.com. Look up ACT Alternative Communities Together as part of the National Lottery Fund, helping people of the alternative community deal with these acts of hate crime should they happen to them. I'm going to get on my soapbox a little bit now because I thought the world was getting better when it came to this. And then I stumbled upon an article on Facebook, thanks to Adam Cedric, our good friend from Tribal Ghosts. And it was about young people who were in Parliament and were discussing important issues like mental health and all this sort of stuff. And they represented differently. I mean, one person had blue hair and whatnot. And the comments, fuck me, they pissed me right off. Oh, they should know all about mental health. Oh, they can't look properly and decent, can they? Insulting these people simply because they're alternative and the way they're dressed. It's 2025. It's about time we put a stop to all of this and let people be themselves out in this world. So please help us, help them, because clearly this is still an issue in the world. Please head to sophielancasterfoundation.com. And last but not least, a massive thank you to my beautiful co-host right now. I'll get off my soapbox.
Well, I mean, they all sat there with their dicks in their tiny little dicks in their hands, like their life is pathetic and sad, and they got a little kick out of it for 2 seconds. So I really wouldn't worry. You know, we are those people that have been in Parliament. Fair play to you all, absolute legends, speaking your voice and doing your thing. Fuck everybody else.
Fucking heroes.
People are pricks, and you know they have to try and mask their own self-shame and hate themselves by putting stupid little comments out in the world. So I really wouldn't stress or worry about it, assholes. But yes. Jamie, another wonderful addition in the bag.
Another wonderful addition indeed, my friend.
Chuck, thank you so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, especially at such short notice and so quickly. It was wonderful to bash it all together and go, ta-da! But as for this week, we will see you all next week for another edition of the Chronicles of Podcast.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ta-ta! Bye!